Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Dungeons and Dragon one-shot. Hello, everybody. Can we start from the left to the right, and everyone just go over, tell us your name and who you are, Mr. Van, if you would. That's you. That's your cue.
Please. I know, but okay. So, hello, I am Erevon. I am a Drow Warlock.
Wonderful. Round of applause for the Drow Warlock. Little Red, would you mind to tell us who and what you are?
I'm a variant human, and I'm a multi-class of rogue and ranger.
Wonderful. And finally, Mr. Joffrey Game of Thrones.
Well, my name is Sir Geoffrey Cunningham, and I am a human warlock slash bard.
Fantastic. Well, you three find yourselves, and just FYI ahead of time, for simplicity's sakes, I will be calling you Van, Red, and Joffrey respectively, just so you are all aware. So you find yourselves in
Yeah.
the middle of a tavern. You all know each other, and you all know why you're here. You're men on a mission. You are being given a package from a man named Ofen. He's a good friend to all of you. He sets his package down on the table in front of you, and he kind of leans forward in his chair and he says, "All right, here's the deal." And he lays out a map and he kind of unsprawls it. Here's us, and about 3 hours north of here is the Deadwood Forest. As you know, as everyone knows, the Madam Director is still stuck within, and all we can get in and out are letters. However, we have seemed to have made a breakthrough. We can get only you three in. You're the best of the best. So I need you three to take this package into the forest, find the Madam Director, and give it to her to save the forest. Understood?
Whatever you say, boss.
Yeah, sure.
Alright. He kind of leans onto the table, rolls up the map, puts it back into his pocket, and he slides you guys the package. And he says, "Look at me, and remember this good. Under no circumstances can you lose, open, or break that package. Your lives are incongruously less valuable than that box. Understood?"
What's in
My,
there?
my parents used to say the same.
I don't even know what's in there, alright? The Madam Director and the person she had get it are the only people who knows what's in that box. But all I've been told is under no circumstances can it be lost, open, or broken. Do you three understand me?
Yes,
Yeah,
mister.
Loud and clear.
yes.
Good.
As I say yes, I like to put my ear to the box and
You
just
put
listen.
you put your ear to the box and listen. Roll in D&D if you would, or in the rolls chat. Do me a favor and roll a perception check. Or I suppose this would be investigation.
How would I roll?
You go to the D&D rolls chat, which is a little bit above this voice call, and then you're going to do question mark, the letter R, and then a space, and then 1d20. And then it's going to roll a dice for you, and then you're going to take your bonus and add it.
Give me a second for the perception edition.
Yep, no problem. That should be your wisdom, I believe.
That's an 18.
An 18 total? Yeah, you put your ear to the box, and he looks at you, and he's like, "Hey, be careful!" But he doesn't stop you, and you very gently rest your head on the box. The box feels firm. Like, the outside looks like it's made of some kind of, like, not quite wood, like a thinner plywood almost. And you kind of lay your ear upon it, and you can hear a slight humming, and you stop and think, and you realize you're just hearing your own heartbeat. Kind of like when you put your ear up to a shell and you hear the ocean. You're just kind of hearing your own heartbeat.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He just kind of looks at you with his hands up and he's like, "Are we good? Is everything cool?"
Yeah, I'm just curious to see if I can maybe gather what's inside without tampering with it.
That's a fantastic thing that your curiosity only led you to hearing it. You need to promise me your curiosity isn't going to go further. I don't want any temptations. Ah, shit. Hold on 1 second, gentlemen. Fuck. Oh, no, I didn't think this was going to be an issue. How do I go back up there? Somebody bring me back up!
Where'd he go?
There we go.
How do we take him back up?
There we go. I can bring myself back up. Don't worry about it. My Discord has a problem where occasionally it'll cut out, and apparently it's still a problem even while on Discord stage. So, fuck me, I guess. So occasionally I'll just say I can't hear anything and then disappear. Just ignore that it happened. Okay? What was the last thing you guys heard before I disappeared?
Promise me your curiosity won't get the better of you.
Right. So he just kind of looks at you, and he's like, "Look, it's fine that you heard it, but promise me your curiosity isn't going to go any further than that."
Don't worry, sir. We'll follow your memos to a T.
Do you plan on actually doing that?
To be honest, my character actually would. She listens to anybody.
Okay, that's fair then. Just making sure it wasn't a deception, that's all. Okay, so you guys are all handed your package, and you are now sitting in a small back room in the back of a tavern. And he is definitely looking a lot more nervous than when this conversation has started. You're all free. You can do as you please.
So, who's gonna carry the box?
I'd say it's you, because you asked.
All right, sir.
That is a good point. A very good point.
Okay.
Question: how big is this box exactly?
So you go to pick up the box, and it is roughly about the length of a loaf of bread, and about a foot tall. It's about a foot by 2 feet. Nothing crazy.
For a second, I thought you were gonna say this box is the size of your entire head.
No, it's not that large. Though you pick it up, it has a little bit of heft to it, though whenever you move it, it doesn't seem like whatever's in it is moving with the box. It's just heavy. What do y'all want to
All
do?
right, so I grabbed the box and put it in my coat.
Sure, yeah, you are. It's not quite a coat thing. You'd have to kind of stuff it under yourself and wrap it down a little bit, but you can attach it to your side.
I don't know. Do you know those one? Do you know what Little Red Riding Hood wears? You know those things?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what my character has. So I guess she wraps it around somewhere.
So an apron. So she's putting it in the apron.
No, I should really finish my character soon. Yeah, sure. Let's just go with that for now, for simplicity's sake.
Wasn't that what she? I think she's wearing like a red cloak with a little. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway, sure.
Yeah,
You're
a red cloak.
It doesn't matter. It's fine. So yeah, you're holding onto the box, and what do you guys want to do? What are you doing? Where are you going?
Yeah, I'd like to look at the map and just try and find an efficient way to get to where we need to go.
Well, he rolled the map back up, but you can ask for him to pull it back out now if you want.
Okay. Hey, boss, could I see that map again to try and plan an efficient route for us?
Ofen takes it out and he rolls it out again. He says, "We're right here," and he points to it with his dagger, and he kind of slides it up a little bit. And he says, "If we follow this dirt trail a bit, it'll take us to the edge of the forest." Now, sadly, and you look at where the forest is, and you guys all obviously know this, but the forest is so dense and no one has ever made it out that it's practically impossible to have mapped the forest. So the forest is just kind of seen as this big black circle on the map. And he says, I can't get anything on the inside if that's what you're asking for, but...
Damn it. Do we know...
I do suppose you will be supplying us some horses or some method of transportation.
It's only a 3-hour walk. If I gave you horses, they'd be dead the second they passed into the forest. Do you know how expensive those are?
I thought the box was important to you.
Yeah, it
Horses
is.
sometimes run
Why
for
do you
me.
think I sent 3 of you? You're a 3 covert mission. If I send you with horses, people will notice you. People could stop you, and people could try and steal the box.
Good point.
Thank you. I know it is. Now, will you get out of my office?
Okay. So I just walk out of the forest. Not forest, room.
Walk out the room. Yeah, you walk out the room, and it is a small side section of a tavern. People are drinking. It seems very lively. Some people are dancing in between some of the tables. Seems pretty lively.
I guess I also follow along with him.
Okay.
In that
What did you say?
tavern, is there anyone playing a game like rolling dice or something?
Yeah, you look, and some of the side booths are all games. Like some guy's playing something with cards. Some guy has 3 decks of cards in front of him. One guy has like some dice in front of him. They all have like little side bets going on, basically.
I would like to approach the guy with the dice
Okay.
and ask him to join in the game.
He looks at you, and as you're walking up to the table, the way that they're doing this seems a little interesting, but they take both of the dice, and they basically roll them into this little wooden bowl in the center, and they both clack into each other, and they spin around, and whichever dice is on which side is whichever one gets the point, and you see the guy kind of scoops the dice up, and he's like, another win under my belt. Now get out of my face, you lowly broker. And he spits in the guy's face and takes his coin.
He seems like a really nice sir.
Yeah, I'm a real ray of sunshine.
Would you mind yourself?
Would you mind wetting yourself?
Introducing.
Oh, you want to know who I am, eh? You think you're some tough shot coming in here taking on Kit Black, eh? You think you can beat me? Sit down. Let's see what your coin made of.
All right, I'll take you.
Okay, you sit
What's
down
the bet?
across from him. He says, he kind of like looks you up and down. He looks in your eyes, looks at your clothes, and he puts 5 gold on the table.
All right, I will match those 5 gold by, and I place my short sword on the table next to them.
Yeah. Wonderful. Wait, you're trying to bet with the short sword?
Yep, I ain't got 5 gold on me, man.
He just kind of looks at it and he says, "You don't even have 5 measly gold," and he takes 4 of them away and slides it. What about now?
Question: Can I actually go to him and try to give him some of my gold?
What, to Joffrey? Yeah, you can if you want.
All right. Little Red just kind of walks into her and then like, I have some gold. I just don't know how to count them. And I present him 20 gold.
Oh, sweet, that will be 5 gold, thank you.
All right. Thanks a lot for counting for me.
All right. He kind of looks at you and he gives you a wink and he says, 5 gold, you say? Man after my own heart. Let me put out an additional 4 then. And he winks and he pushes out 19 coins to match the 20.
All right then, let's
So-
go already.
So, here's how this game is played. Roll a d20. Very simple, correct? Now here's the fun part. Roll a d100. We're going to death roll now to see who gets the higher and who gets the lower. It's 2
I have a
dice
question.
rolls. Yep.
Does he still have the sword on his side? So does the other guy need to match the sword?
No.
Because they both have 20
no,
gold.
He's not betting the sword anymore. The gold is being replaced in place of said sword. He doesn't want the sword.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're good. So you both roll the dice, and as they bounce around the bowl, they start spinning around. Can you roll the 1d100? Which is the same number, the same things you did before, but you did there you go. A 14. Wonderful. And now I shall roll. Ooh, sorry, that's my bad. I fucked that up. I meant to put a 14, not a 12. Teehee. 14. Sorry. Now can you roll a 9? Five. I fucked up bad. I opened up another tab on accident. Whoops. We're good. 1D.
Oopsie daisy.
Whoopsie daisy. The IRS are coming for me. Ooh, 1D2, buddy. Flip that coin. God damn you. Alright, fine. I'll flip the coin too then. It's fine. I don't mind flipping coins. Guess I'll go fuck myself then. And, Kit Black kind of like grumbles to himself. He says, whatever, fine. Have your fucking 5. And he fucking pushes the coins over.
Pleasure doing business with you. And I would like to hand 2 gold back to Little Red. Here you go. That's all the gold you offered me before, right?
I don't know if this seems less than I gave you.
Oh no, it's just different coin. You see, different value, all that.
Joffrey,
Oh,
They're
wow,
the same value of what you gave me.
I didn't know that. Thank you.
Joffrey, can you roll me a deception check at disadvantage, please? Because not only is it the same denomination of coin, he can't count, but he can tell that there's a different amount that you gave him. Like, there's a large difference between 2 and 20 coins. Like, you're not going to convince somebody who can't count that 2 and 20... Like, just because they don't know what the number is doesn't mean that they can't tell the visual difference between the two.
Disclaimer, Little Red's a female.
Okay, well, little red bitch, I don't care. Nat 1. Well, congratulations, Little
Fuck
Red.
me.
Roll, you know what to do. Insight.
Or do I have to roll that in the chat or in D&D Beyond?
In D&D Rolls, the D&D Discord roll chat bot. It'll be great. And the dice declare a... You just gotta roll literally anything that isn't a nat 1 and you'll be fine. Okay, you gotta put a space in between the R and the 1d20. That's okay though. So just rewrite it out and then... Because if you edit the sentence and then it won't do it. So you gotta remake another message. All you gotta do.
Ow, I just bashed my knee against my desk.
You should probably not do that. That sounds very inconvenient. Little Red, you may not be able to count, but this definitely feels a lot lighter than before.
A funny thing is, I have a +1 in deception, so I couldn't fail no matter what.
That's funny.
For some reason, these coins are really that different. Are you shaking my chain?
Oh right, I'm sorry. I must have confused something, and I hand you another 18 gold to match what you had given me originally.
See now.
All right, now this seems.
Yeah, there you go. Now that seems better. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just letting you know that seems like a more appropriate amount.
Yeah, Little Red takes it back in her pocket. You don't know which pocket? She doesn't even know, but she's putting it in the pocket.
Sounds great. It's nice and out of the way. What do y'all want to do?
Yeah, I just go into town and just like buy like a few snacks for like the journey because it's like 3 hours.
Yeah, you go up to the bar and the guy's like, "Yeah, I got like beef jerky. I got like some slightly stale bread, no mold. I can cut the mold off."
I'll take the beef jerky.
All right, and he hands you like 2 pounds worth of beef jerky. He says that'll be about 3 gold.
Yeah, I just hand over the 3 gold. Except, it's not the gold from round here, it's gold from the Drow Kingdom.
Yeah, and he just kind of looks at it and he's like, "It's still made of gold, right?"
Yeah.
He like kind of bites it and dents it a little bit, and he's like, whatever, fine. I can have it smelted into a proper coin later. And he takes the coins.
Yeah, as he says that, Mikhail just gives him a side eye, so just take the jerky.
Okay. You now have 2 pounds worth of jerky. Congratulations. It's closer to shoe leather with salt on it than true jerky, but you know, it functions as
Close
a
enough.
nutrient. Yeah, it functions as nutrition. You will survive if you suckle upon it.
Suckle on the jerky.
What?
Oh, I was just saying suckle on the jerky.
Yeah, suckle on that jerky, baby. What do y'all want to do? You're still in the bar.
I appear next to him and ask, "Good sir, do you sell wine, perhaps?"
Oh, of course. Well, I've got the imported, but they're a little more expensive. But I've also got some of my personal steaks that I've been making, along with some meads, if you're interested. A little cheaper.
Do you have any juice?
Juice? I can give you my least fermented bottle. It's only about a week old.
Little Red takes it. How much does it cost?
I don't know. Normally I wait until it's based off age, so I don't know, like 2 gold, I say. 2 gold.
All right, Little Red puts down 4.
I only have the 1 bottle, ma'am. You know that, right?
Oh, sorry. She takes back 1 gold.
Right. Sure. And he just takes the 3 gold without saying anything. He hands you a small, lightly corked bottle of slightly soured grape juice.
It reminds me of what my parents used to drink.
It's not bad.
Well, sir, please provide me with a selection of your drinks worth for this price, and I put down 10 gold.
10 gold worth. Alright, do you want to for here or to go?
To go, please.
Alright, fine. For 10 gold, then I can get you 2 good drinks. Do you want, a mead or a wine?
Wine, please.
Alright, can do. Would you want 1 really good wine then, or 2 mediocre wines?
My name is Sir. I repeat, Sir
Understood.
Geoffrey Cunningham.
My apologies, sir. Well, if you're so in for the fancier selection, I have a nice glass of $25 bottled wine. I can give you the entire bottle, of course, unopened.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves. The
My
10
apologies.
gold one will be fine.
My
Question:
apologies,
If you're Sir, why is that too expensive for you?
That's what I
Yeah,
said.
yeah. Are you a poor poshy?
Shut up!
Poor Poshy, that's funny. He just goes, no, my apologies, sir. I'd hate to imply that you couldn't afford anything. And he goes off and he goes and grabs a smaller wineskin. And it's about the size of your fists if you put them together. It's not too bad. It's a little wineskin.
This will do just fine, thank you. And he would turn to leave, but stops and looks at the others to see what they're doing.
Little Red is trying to open her bottle, but she doesn't know how.
Roll just a
Yeah.
survival check. Let's just see if you can a monkey opening something is not always tactful. Sometimes you just need to bash something against a wall until it opens.
Wait a moment.
Yeah. Are you
Well,
are you actually trying to get in, or are you just like fidgeting with the bottle?
Oh, she's fidgeting.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. Then that's different. I thought you were like actually attempting to get in, but just didn't know how.
No. Little Red's more like a flavor text. Little Red probably could open it, but I'm just making her fidget with it.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. So you're just fucking with it in your hand. That's okay. What do y'all want to do? You've got your drinks.
I mean,
your food.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I'm just going to the door to leave the tavern and actually start the walk.
Yeah, you push the door open, and it is a nice set of swinging saloon doors. The air is slightly cold with a bit of humidity on it. It smells nice.
I'll never get used to surface air.
This place is warmer than back at home.
Well, let's not dally. We have a quest to complete.
Alright, you guys officially heading out on your quest then.
Yeah, we did a pinky promise.
All right. So you all start pushing your way out of the tavern. Is there any shops you want to go on the way out to try and get last minute supplies, or are you just going to push forward and start your trek down the dirt path?
I mean,
Question: should we get some water?
water probably would be a good thing to get.
Well, you guys do have like basic things on. You guys aren't like completely naked, you know. You guys have like a basic water skin and shit like that. So you're not, you know, out in the fucking cold, naked, alone, and scared.
I don't know. I just knowing there's like a mysterious force. I feel like we're gonna get like trapped in like time loop or something.
Well, in that case, you only need the one bottle of water. Just make sure you don't drink it before you go in.
It could be like the hedge all over again.
Yeah, over the hedge. Oh my god. Anyway, so you guys start pressing forward down your dirt path, or are you guys going to go actively hunt for some good water sources?
Nope,
mean-
I'm just heading out.
Should we? Yeah, if everybody's fine with going, I'm okay with going.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with going as well, so...
Sounds fantastic. You all start pressing forward, and you eventually reach the outskirts of town in a matter of 10 minutes or so. You push by, and several of the people in the town already know what you're off to do. You're off for a very valiant quest indeed, and many of them wave you off and cheer as you pass through the streets in your little three-man parade.
I don't think this is as subtle as the guy wanted.
I feel like they're saying hello to us at our final time before we die.
It's not like a ton of people, by the way. It's not like it's being lined the streets like a Macy's Day Parade, but there's like maybe like 10 or 20 people in the walk down there.
That's 10, 20 people more than Lowray usually gets for greetings.
Okay.
Joffrey winks and blows kisses to the crowd, which seems to for not actually be cheering for him, but he interpreted as them cheering for him.
Yeah, so you're thinking of it as more of like it's a personally about him type of thing, and not a group not a group cheer.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Little Red also tried to wave back, but no one looked at her in the eyes.
Gotcha. Well, your little three-man parade is eventually welcomed out of town, and you reach your dirt path. Who wants to take charge? Who wishes to be head leader? Who wishes to be front of the group?
Joffrey steps out and proclaims, "So, which one of you remembers which way to go?"
I have no idea.
I mean, I do. It's just... And then he just points along, like, the very shoddy path into the forest.
Yep. You can see it's not a super well-worn path, but it is a worn path because the only people who ever go there are people who go to retrieve or deliver messages to the Madam Secretary. So it's a path that you guys know about. You guys start going down it. So Sir Joffrey, you said you're leading the charge?
Sure am.
Can I get a Mr. Perception roll? See how good your little peepers are at peepifying.
Let's see how well you peep your peoples.
I see how peeper can your hole be peeped?
Your hole can get peeped.
Yeah. How whole can you heap your peephole? 19, not bad at all. Yeah. I'd say, honestly, with that, you guys make it there with no issues whatsoever. The clouds are a little coalescey the closer you get. Like, it slowly starts getting darker and darker, but it hasn't started raining, which is good, but you haven't lost the track. And eventually, you are all met about 100 feet away from this large, thickly black fog and small branches and leaves peering out. You're at the edge.
Wow.
My kind of place.
Reminds me of the thing Dad used to free about.
I don't know. I have a bad feeling about this somehow. But let's just carry on and get out of here.
Question: could I do a perception check on the fog anyway?
Sure. Yeah, roll a perception check. I'm like how you're going the fucking forest of death and destruction, and it's all dark and spooky. I've got a really bad feeling about this place, but I just can't, I just can't quite put my finger on it.
The only thing that would make it more obvious is if bloody Satan himself was there.
Satan hitting the grid in front of the fucking forest.
Well, Red point that aside that says "turn back or else." Last warning. It's like, hey guys, what did this say?
No, no. So little red, roll your fucking perception check, bud.
Question: how do I show that I have a +6 in perception?
You can either do +6 or you can just use the capabilities of your mind and add them. It's up to you though. 15 plus 6, so 21. You look, and you can't see more than a foot past the fog. It is on the very outskirts, slightly beyond the trees, and then it very quickly gets very dense.
My eyes are eyeing as they used to be.
Is there, what did you say?
Oh, Low Red says, my eyes aren't eyeing as it used to be.
Ah, yes, gotcha. So, Mr. Joffrey, you said you're pressing forward, correct?
Still am.
Okay, well, Little Red, you're sitting and looking at the side of the fog, and you notice as Joffrey is slowly walking towards the edge.
Oh, waiting for us.
Okay.
Yeah, I sort of like lightly jog towards Joffrey.
So you all start gently walking up, and you guys get closer, and you notice something. Well, more accurately, you notice the lack of something. There's no noise. There's no ambiance. There is no gentle breeze. There is no birds in the distance. There is nothing. It is pure, absolute silence 10 feet away from this thing. And you're just staring at the blackness. You cannot see. Even getting closer, you cannot see further into the fog.
Could I like chuck a rock in there, see if it makes a noise?
You throw the rock, and it goes through the fog, and you kind of watch as it mushroom clouds around, dissipating, and then reforms into where the space was. Pure silence, nothing.
Hey, where did the voices go?
So Erevan, you are known to be in dark places as a drow, right? So how about you lead the way from here on out?
Alright, smartass, fine.
Motherfucker's pulling the racism card. You like dark places, right? You deal with this.
I'll say that after Everan goes, Low Red follows him.
Okay. So, Everin, you get up to the edge. Are you going to walk into the fog?
I would like to dip my head into the fog, scream, and dip my head out, and I'm just like, hey, did you guys hear that?
You go to... You very slowly encroach upon the fog, and as your hands kind of get to the edge of it, you notice as the fog almost looks like it's reaching out, slowly trying to wrap itself around your hands. And as you go to push your face in, it grabs the back of your head and throws your entire body through. And as you start screaming, you guys hear nothing.
He sounds like he's safe in there.
So Little Red, you should go after him and see if he's fine.
Yes, sir.
I'm really throwing Red under the bus.
Little Red, trusting her friend, just walks in there casually.
What could...
No, actually, she runs in there.
Okay, so you run in there. So, let me just very quickly mute Sir Joffrey, or server deafen him so he doesn't know what's about to happen. Wonderful. So, Mr. Everin. Actually, I'll even deafen Mr. Little for a second. So, Everin, You you go to like lean forward, and as you lean forward, it's almost like the momentum carries you forward. You feel like you're doing a front flip, and there's no ground to catch you. You're almost falling and doing somersaults in the air, and you start trying to reach out and grab something. You feel nothing. You feel like a tornado is happening inside your mouth and lungs. You feel like you're about to puke. You feel like you're about to die. You have no idea what's happening. And as you're screaming and desperately trying to cling on to something, your butt makes solid land. And then your chest, and then your face, and then the back of your head, and the back, and then the face again, and you just start tumbling. As you are now running through what feels like a thick layer of mud, but not mud.
Ow.
You wipe your
That
eyes.
hurts.
Can I get a perception check, please, and thank you?
Wisdom again, right?
I believe so, yes. A fine 8, but plus
That's
1.
11 with
11 total. Okay, that's not bad. So, it's not a high roll. You didn't need to do better. Anything better than a 10, you have basic observation skills. As you kind of look down and feel yourself, and you're a bit sore, a bit out of place, and you start to feel the ground, and it's this bright, vibrant red you were not prepared for. And as you go to like press your hand in to stand up, your hand starts sinking in. And that's when you notice the grass looks like licorice. And you look around to scan the horizon, and you see what looks like the same shape as that rock you threw, but it looks like it's like a light blue and shimmering.
I would like to inspect the rock.
You pick it up, and it's slightly sticky and smells sweet. And as that's happening, Little Red,
Yeah, I'm here.
you said you're running into the fog, correct?
Yeah, trusting sir, I just run straight into the fog.
Yeah, sure. As you run into the fog, it almost feels like you're running at 100 miles an hour with the wind behind your back. You're fast as can be. You're like lightning. Wait, you're a little too fast. You can't think this fast. You're getting a little dizzy. All right, no, it's fine. You just gotta keep running, keep running, keep running. Can you do me a favor?
This is what Sonic must use like.
Can you roll a d20, please?
And what's that? Or just flat,
Just flat.
D20?
Just flat. This is just a. Whenever I make you roll without adding something, it's just a how much of an asshole do I want to be check. A 6. Wonderful. That's all I needed.
Oh no.
Everin, you're sitting there and you go to bend over, and as you're picking up that little rock, you just hear, "Look out!" And you get tackled at like 30 miles an hour as this little tiny girl charges in at you and
No,
hits
you
you
don't-
like a
no.
linebacker.
No, this is what she does. Is that she sees Irvin and like, oh hi, Irvin,
So you get a, "Oh,
before
hi,"
the crash.
as you both take 2 points of damage. As you both fucking head-on
God
collision.
damn it.
And Everin, you kind of tumble again, but you're all right. The ground doesn't hurt that much. It's very soft.
That hurts my insides.
It hurts my everything.
So, all right, you two sit here. I'll be right back. Let me go here. And let me go back over here. Mr. Sir Joffrey, Game of Thrones, how are you doing today?
Joffrey just stands before the impenetrable wall of blackness and mutters to himself, "Well, that went bloody brilliant." And after thinking for a few seconds, he decides to weave some forms in the air and then summon his mage hand
Okay.
to send it into the darkness after
As-
the others in an attempt to feel if anything's up.
Yeah, no problem. You pull out your mage hand, and as soon as it touches the fog seems to wrap around it and rip it apart, and it is dispelled.
Well, this sucks, man. He starts walking up and down before the wall just contemplating if he should actually just go in, knowing that the others have not yet come out to get him, and what it did to his mage hand, but also not sure if he could help otherwise in any way.
So, out of, well, I guess not out of character, in character, you are aware that other people have gone in there before, and no one has ever returned. That's kind of the whole point. This is a if all the mission goes properly, you should be able to return. However, no one's been capable of returning yet. So presumably everyone's failed the mission so far. And now you are the new runners.
By the hells, screw this, and he just braces himself and then jumps through the wall of darkness.
Okay? You kind of jump and you cannonball in. And as you do, you go to hold your breath and brace for impact as you plan on hitting the ground. And you don't hit the ground, but you start speeding up. And your legs start dangling and start catching wind, and you start flipping, and you're almost like skydiving as you try to spread out your body to get your weight out. And you're trying to hold yourself out there, and this wind is whipping past loudly in your ears and flipping your eyelids, and it's all in your mouth and your lungs and your nose, and your eyes are watering. And before you have a moment to think any longer of what you're going to do, thud! Well, let's just very quickly undeafen these two real quick. Let's grab you and undeafen you real quick, as both of you see a large star-shaped hole in the ground as you hear a thunk and a large splat.
Oh, fuck me,
Oh, look.
what the fuck was that?
Hey, Irvin, look, dinner fell. Oh, wait, no, that's a friend.
That's some karma for that racist stuff you pulled before we got sent here.
Ah, screw you, Drow.
Hey, where were you? After I ran, I didn't see you behind me.
Well, I thought you'd come back to get me, but apparently not. So here I am.
I didn't know you could fly.
Neither did I. Newly discovered talent, apparently.
Wow, you truly are great, sir.
Newly discovered tech, that's great. Hey, just right, just as you know, by the way, as you're noticing and you're looking around, the grass is like a very sickly bright red. And the ground
Oh, look,
you're
it looks
standing
like
on is
me.
soft.
Did you guys bleed out or something, or why the fuck is the grass red?
Oh, wait, I forgot. Can I check the package? Because I had it on me while I was running.
Yeah, Little Red, you found it on you, and luckily, since you're a little shorter than Everin, the box didn't smash and seems to be unharmed. Though
All
you
right, but you
look at
see,
it, no, though you look at it, and you look at the top, and where it had in big printed letters, to to Madam Director's HQ. You swear you look at it, and you're like, you don't know how to read, but those definitely don't look like the same squiggles they were before.
Hey, everybody, it did the same squiggles as before. I can't read.
Yeah, I'd like to have a look at what it says and see if it has changed.
Well, as a man who could actually have read, you also know that it used to say Madam Director's HQ. But now it just says, to Grandmother's house.
What did it say?
It says to grandmother's house.
We're visiting Grandma, but I thought she was gone. Dad told me she went to the farm.
Jesus Christ, that guy talks fast.
Went to the farm upstate, goddamn. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, that's your new piece of information. You guys are all looking around, and you seem to be in a forest of some kind.
Well, nowhere to go but onwards. So let's head that way, and he points on ahead.
Hey, can I have the box back?
Yeah, sure, I hand the box back.
I put it back in my secure little spot.
Fantastic. It is back in your secure little spot as you reattach it to yourself. And you guys continue pressing forward. Who wants to lead the charge?
Actually, how bright is it? I might ask.
It is in direct sunlight. Kind of like, you ever been in like an IKEA or something where it's like those really sickly fluorescent lights, but it's not like bright as the sun, but it's just like a gross, sickly, like yellowy gray.
Ah, shit. Jeffrey, lead, I don't see well in sun.
Sure you don't, underground dweller. And Joffrey starts leading again.
I'm
Damn, he's pulling all the freezers.
Little Red, did you try to say something?
yeah. I just accidentally let go of the button. I say I am also red, like the forest.
That is nice. That is nice. So, Joffrey, you said you're leading, correct?
That would be correct.
All right, give me another roll, if you would, a good survival check. Because as you're walking, this place seems real fucking weird, and it smells like disgustingly sweet. And you're wondering why that is. What you notice as you pass some of the trees, you look at it, and the bark seems a little darker than normal. And upon further inspection, the trees are made out of solid chocolate.
Oh no! Why do you say that?
And with a 16, you start smelling this disgusting, sickly sweetness, and you're trying to like find any way out until eventually your nose finds this like faint, bubbly accent, something different at least. Do you want to continue walking in the forest or follow the new thing?
Let's follow the new smell, and I say to the others, you guys smell that shit too? Let's go that way. There, it doesn't smell as bad.
Hey guys, Mr. Tree looks a little bit sick.
I would like to just grab my dagger and just, like, carve a bit out the tree and just have a look on the inside.
You go
Are
to
you checking if Mr. Tree is okay?
You go to stab into the tree to try and cut the bark, and the outer layer is a very hard, dark chocolate. But as soon as you get about an inch in, the inner part is like a Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, after cutting out a bit, I just like to draw back my dagger, and I just see, like, all of this, like, stuff sticking to the blade. And I'm like, God damn it, it's gonna be hard to get it out of the symbols.
I can take it out.
Hey, little
Sure.
red, you shouldn't eat candy that a stranger offers you, especially
Only-
not from a blade.
Only if they're from a van, though.
I used to do that. The strangers are gone now.
Oh my god, I just realized, would they do candy from a horse-drawn carriage?
Honestly, probably, yeah.
How is medieval child kidnapping?
That's great. Anyway, so you're all starting to press forward towards the more the more fragrant smell, the new thing. Please roll me one more time if you would, just to see if you're able to hold the scent.
Actually, I have a
Another
question.
survivor?
It's a what? It's another survival. What's up? What did you say, a little?
Can I actually check the grass? See the red grass. I want to see if it's actually like normal grass or something else entirely.
As you get down on your hands and knees to feel the grass, it is a thick, like, jelly type thing, and you go to like sniff it, and it's what is this? It's why this is licorice.
Wow, mom used to give me to her. She used to give this to me before she went missing.
Just sad
Don't
every
eat the
time.
floor candy. Also, it's this way.
Okay, yeah. You with a 21, yeah, you're perfectly able to get towards it.
But isn't it bad to waste food?
Though you smell something different to the fizz, towards the direction of the fizz, but different. Whereas the fizz is like this kind of almost spicy burn at the back of your throat. This smells like a cloud of candy sugar, almost like somebody blew a bunch of like powdered sugar in your face, you know. And you look over and you see this large, sickly green pond about 50 to 80 feet away. And you see a man sitting on a dock, and you see the top half of him, and he's just smoking. And there's like a tree in front of him that's kind of blocking part of him, but he's just kind of partially obscured, smoking, looking out into the water.
Dad?
I'd like to go up to him and just say, like, hi, hello, sir. What is this place?
As you encroach closer, how close do you want to get?
I'd say within, like, like 4-ish feet. Like, still put some
so
distance between
like
us.
way closer than you are right now. So you're gonna get a lot closer. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So as you start getting closer, you pass around the chocolate tree, and you see where his tie-dye shirt goes into almost a bit of a robe, and instead of going down into a pair of normal human legs, it almost bulbously folds out into this large blue slug body.
Howdy, kid. What do you want? Disgraced ex-lieutenant James Q. Slugworth.
Hi there, sir.
I'm
Well,
just
that's a sight I
wondering.
didn't expect.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what this place is, because from where we come from, it just looks like a dark, like evil forest, but it's a lot different on the inside.
I don't. You have no idea what he's talking about. He's just described the forest.
Can I? Yeah.
He's just described the normal
Yeah,
home.
that's the world, dude. What the? Like, what the fuck are you on about?
Can I live here?
You don't live here already? Like,
No, there's a lot less.
what are y'all trying to tell me?
There's a lot less smoke here than where I usually live.
We come from outside the forest.
Good
We were
for you,
sent
I guess.
in here to do some stuff, and we kind of lost our bearings.
Hold on. Outside. Wait. So you're gonna come in here and tell me that this isn't the whole world?
Is it a whole world? Did we enter a new plane of existence?
This is some world-shattering I've lived here my whole life. What the fuck are you talking about?
I know that feeling. I used to think when people lost all the red things inside, that they got back up after sleeping. They never wake up.
Listen here, Mr. Slugworth. I've lived underground for a good 25 years of my life. And same exact feeling. Go to the surface, brand new place. Now your world is being shattered with the same revelation that I once had. That this is not the entire world. Get used to it.
Listen. Where are you guys and what do you need to know?
We need a... Wait a minute, where are we going again?
Grandma's house.
Do I know what Grandma's house is?
Roll me a history check. Let's see, Mr. Disgraced Slugsworth. See how good your memory is kicking, eh? Let's see what you got rattling around in there, bud. Ah, a 4 with a -2, you say. Well, in that case, you got no idea whose fucking grandma is, but there's only one lady everyone ever talks about. You know where she lives, so it's gotta be her.
Okay, well, yeah. I know where that is. Yeah. Completely bluffing. I think it's just this lady's house, so I'm gonna take him there.
Yep.
Question.
Okay, guys, you should follow me. I'll take you there.
Question. Can I do a insight check on him to see if he's telling the truth?
I mean, you can.
Actually, yeah. Do I roll a deception check?
I mean, yeah. Obviously, now that they're checking on it, yeah, it's a deception check. I mean, if they were just gonna let it go, it's letting it go. But no, if they're gonna call you out on it, then yeah. Roll insight, I guess.
19 on deception.
Wonderful, wonderful, Mr. Little Red.
All right.
Red, roll the dice. Red. There we go.
Could I counter persuade him to actually take us there?
You can just also do an insight check to see if he's lying.
I completely believe him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you don't have any belief in his claims, then you can roll a thing, and you're basically vibe checking your gut.
Yeah,
also,
but the
plus,
thing is,
I told you that I'm gonna take you there, so you don't. So you don't have to roll a persuasion to get me to take you there.
Oh no, but I mean, like, in my mind, it's like, okay, We don't know this person, could be taking us somewhere else, but also could not. So I just like to firmly reinstate.
What do you
Yeah,
what are you firmly
oh,
restating? You didn't say anything. Or is that you finished your previous restate and you were just acknowledging the fact that it was a restate? What is happening?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Just checking. What's everyone doing?
oh, now Low Red completely believes him because she rolled like a 3.
Yep. Anyone else wanting to roll against his deception, or are we just gonna?
Yes.
I got 19, so it's gonna be pretty hard to beat.
Yeah, roll insight. Joffrey, would you also like one while he's checking? Because if not, I'm gonna hit you with a hammer.
Oh god, that's a 17. God.
You're like, I don't know who this guy is. He's very suspicious, and he did say disgraced lieutenant, but he seems trustworthy enough for where you're at, and you've got no one else to believe. So
By the gods.
even Joffrey, same thing. Real suspicious, man. Just barely believe him.
He seems a believable person.
Thank God.
Little Red, you're the only one who truly believes him. Everin and Joffrey kind of believe him, and in the, like, we don't have a reason not to believe you yet, but, like, that sounds like bullshit.
Low Red completely has faith in this person she met 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Joffrey would like to whisper to Erevan, hey man, you got some salt on you, just in case the slug fella turns out to be funny.
I have something better than salt, if you're wondering.
What would that be?
Spoilers.
Spoilers. Okay. That's great.
Alright, let's follow the slug then. Slug.
So, Mr. Slugsworth, are you going to lead the charge?
Yeah, I know my way around this place. Yeah, you'll just follow me. And I start going at a significantly slower pace than the rest of you.
He's just like, all right, guys,
My
let's
s-
go. And he tries to turn, and it's a very slow, methodical, like 5-second turn, and then very like a mobility scooter, basically.
Oh god, it's an
Yeah,
escort quest.
My slug body can only take me so fast.
I fall behind him completely straight. Like I'm just following.
That's great. So you guys are just gonna follow behind him?
Slug person, you sure you can't just describe the way? Just point us in the right direction.
It's kind of complicated, and I know the place better than everyone else. It's better if I just lead the charge. And I keep trudging on at a literal snail's pace.
Yeah, of course.
I take a step like every 10 seconds.
All right, cool. Mr. I don't want to call him his full name every time, but it feels weird to just call him Slugsworth.
Just call him Slugsworth.
I don't want to call him just Slugsworth. It's funny to call him disgraced Lieutenant Slugsworth.
Disgraced ex-lieutenant James Q. Slugsworth.
Yeah, it's so much funnier, but it's such a pain in the ass to say. I'm just gonna say Slugsworth. All right.
Mr. Disgrace.
Yeah, Mr. Disgrace. You know how dangerous this forest is. You know how weird and chaotic some of the shit is. You were in the army. You know the dangers ahead. Do you want to keep a lookout, or do you want to have somebody else keep a lookout?
I'll keep a lookout.
Okay. Go ahead, roll, buddy. Go
so
right ahead.
So roll perception.
Yeah. Of course. Well, I can't possibly see anything going wrong. I don't know about you guys.
Don't worry, I already know Lora's gonna die in this journey.
Olahorn, where are you gonna roll it?
I'm
Slugsworth.
retarded. Give me a second. I'm looking for the I'm here to look. Oh, okay. Never mind. I got it. One.
It's a 1d20. It's a 5% chance of not fucking everything. 4 plus what?
0.
Wonderful. That's the kind of things I like to hear. Who's directly behind him? Who's going to be directly behind Slugsworth?
I'd say not directly behind, but I'd be like at the back of the group.
So you're going to be the farthest back then. So Joffrey, Little Red, which one of
Joffrey
these
would be walking next to him.
next to him, not behind him, correct?
Yep.
And Little Red, were you walking in relation? Little Red?
Oh, sorry. I kind of spaced out for a second. What was it?
I said, where are you standing in relation to Slugsworth?
Completely behind him.
Right, just directly behind him?
Yep, I'm following him like a soldier.
Wonderful. Roll me a dex save.
Oh,
This is great. This could not have ended better, personally. If you really stop and think about it. A 10? Plus what's your dex save?
let me go check.
If it's a +3, you'll be fine. 3 or higher.
+7.
+7. Oh yeah, you're fine. You were about to trip into this really large, deep hole. The Slugsworth kind of was driving in a straight line, and his body was bigger than the hole, so he just kind of glided over the pothole without realizing. And you following directly behind him didn't have time to realize. Well, had just enough time to realize, in fact, as you're about to step foot into it, and you kind of do a front flip over it.
She does it without you realizing it, by the way.
Yeah, it's just like purely autonomous, and you just continue.
Watch out
moving.
for holes.
Oh, thank you for the warning. Man, it's a good thing you haven't found any holes thing so far.
Yeah.
Joffrey sees the flip and just applauses. Gives applause.
Wow,
I know. I'm a great tour guide, but we don't have to get to clapping yet. Let's keep going, soldier.
You sure are great, Mr. Disrespect.
Slugsworth, can I get a fucking history check from you again, please?
Another history check. Another
Yeah.
-2.
Does
Great.
anyone want to look in the hole, by the way, or no?
I'll look in
Sure.
hole.
I'll look in the hole as well.
I got a 0.
You got a 0. Dude, you got no fucking idea where these holes go, but, like, surely that thing knows where the right direction is.
Yeah,
Perception, right?
Slugsworth never actually bothered to go in any of the holes. They kind of scare him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's perception for the holes, right?
Yeah. It's not even a perception. I'm not even gonna make you perceive. It's a very basic. It's like a elbow deep hole, and it's pretty goddamn wide. It's about the size of about 2 dinner plates next to each other, and it looks like a little bit of a triangle with a wiggle to it. And you put your hand in the side, and you see where the licorice grass goes in, and you feel this pinkish, soft dirt, and it smells like taffy, but you can feel it go all the way down to about your elbow.
I just start retching at just the raw smell of sugar. Like, this is just too sweet for everything.
Little Red is somehow breathing just perfectly.
What was just perfectly?
For some reason, Little Red isn't like affected by the sugar in the air. It's almost like she's used to it.
Yeah. Kids love sugar. So yeah, you look, and it just looks like a very deep hole, but you look forward about 5 feet, and you see a separate one of these holes a little bit off to the side. Almost like something kind of walked over the path you guys are taking and veered a little bit off to the left.
Slugsworth keeps trugging on because he doesn't notice any of this.
Can Little Red do like a perception check?
Perception check? Yeah, go ahead. What are you trying to perceive for?
I don't know, some kind of movement at least.
Oh, okay. You're just like scanning the horizon to see if you see anything moving. Yeah, go ahead. 8. You stop, and you really squint in the direction of the footprints, and you don't see anything. But for about half a second...
Oh, wait. Little Red has a +6 in perception.
+6? That's
Yeah.
same thing. You
So
look around the
that's-
horizon, you're not going to see anything in your immediate perception. Though you do see... It looks like you guys are starting to head out of like, it looks less dense in the direction you guys are going, so it looks like you're on the way out of the forest on the bright side. and you follow the footprints, and you see something glint and kind of shine the light from the sun back into your eyes a little bit, and that's about it. And it was only for a moment.
Ow, my worst enemy, the sun.
The sun. That's a horrible thing, I know.
My worst enemy is being abandoned.
Oh. Cool. So what do you all want to do now that you have this information?
Do I have any of this information?
You have none of it. You have been pressing forward. You didn't stop to look at
Yeah,
anything yet.
I'm just keeping going.
Look, buddy,
keeping on,
I
keeping
would
on.
toss you like the slightest of bones, but you throwed a fucking 0.
Yeah.
It's only better than a -1 that is potentially possible. And I'm waiting for it. I'm sitting there waiting for us. So, what do y'all want to do?
No one stops Slugsworth.
I just like to have like I get that I'd have a disadvantage because it's online, but I just like to have a look around and just see if there is like any sign of like misdirection potentially, because it's like, sure, it's probably been only like a few minutes, but there's not really a path. You know, it's not really
Oh,
well tread.
are you trying to see if the slug guy is actually taking you in a place?
Yeah, like, you know, because like normally there'd be like a path or like some
Yeah.
form of wear
Yeah, you
that's
guys have been
shown
moving
that
for
something's
about-
come through here.
So you guys have been moving for about 10 minutes when this whole fiasco starts. So go ahead, roll. Roll a perception at disadvantage, I believe.
How do I roll disadvantage?
Because don't you have sunlight sensitivity as a drow? Or am I
I
retarded?
do. Would I just roll like 2d20 with the thing, but just pick the lower?
Yes, so you just, instead of putting 1d20, you put 2d20, and then pick the lower. Yeah, so it's going to be a
That is
9.
a 6 plus 3, yeah.
Yeah, 9. It's not terrible. Like, you're trying to look, you're squinting. It's not like the sun is, like, killing you actively, but it's not great to look at. It's not nice. You know, you're trying to look, and it does look like the trees seem to be getting less sparse the direction you're going, so it looks like he's at the very least leading you out of the forest.
I mean, that's good, I guess. That's good. Actually, wait, no, we need to be in the forest. Wait, no, actually, no, that was when we came in, because we went in, it was somewhere different, so maybe the place we need to go is out. The general confusion all around here.
A day in my life.
Sounds about right, yeah. Nothing too crazy. So you start looking around. You guys are going to keep following him? Because as you guys are doing this, like, Slugsworth is like 100 feet away from you guys now. In just a very... I mean, Little Red, I think you followed, right? You didn't stop for very long.
Yep, I'm following him like a soldier. Wherever he goes, I go.
Yeah, so the
And
other two...
Joffrey would have also been
She
stayed
took
by
the
his side.
disgraced ex-lieutenant and was like, immediately, she should follow this man to the ends of the earth.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's, you know, it's a smart decision.
I don't think
valiant warrior.
Red. I don't think Red knows the definition of disgraced ex-lieutenant.
I don't think she understands any of the words in that sentence, individually or collectively.
Exactly.
So
Well, Red
Everin,
doesn't even know what a slug is.
Everin, are you gonna eventually catch up to them, or you just gonna let them go off on this
Oh,
little
yeah.
tangent?
Oh yeah, I will.
So you eventually run back up, and you catch up relatively quickly. And you guys start pushing forward. Mr. Slugsworth, can I get another survival check? Or, another survival check, please.
Survival, so wisdom.
Yeah. $17.
17.
Yeah. You kind of like get to the edge of the forest, and it starts opening up, and you guys notice as the licorice starts turning from the red to a darker red, and as it goes out into the middle of this field, it starts going into darker and darker until it's almost a black licorice, and then it stops in a perfect circle. And in that perfect circle is a lot of white little flowers, proper grass. Actual
Everybody, look, a
vegetation.
square.
Yeah, this place is weird. Like, there's nothing sweet here. I don't like coming here.
Slugsworth, you want to roll a history check?
All right.
And can I get a perception check from everyone else while he sits and thinks? While he
Oh yeah,
sits...
Low Red. I forgot to mention that Low Red has a passive perception of 16.
Okay, fantastic. This isn't passive. This is active.
Would it be
Oh, no.
disadvantage again?
Yeah. Well, no. As you go out into this field, like I said, it was
I
a
got a
little
13 on that
sunnier
one,
in
by the way.
in the forest because it was either shaded from the tree or it was pure sunlight. Once you go out into this opening, it almost looks like the fog is in a big dome over top, so the sunlight is not directly peeking through.
Let's go.
I got a natural 20.
Twos. Oh, natural 20. That's perfect. So, Slugsworth,
Plus 6.
you know exactly what this is as you hear it, and you know exactly why not to go near it. Because it's large, tall grass, and from that tall grass, you hear a very gentle woman singing. Softly. Heavenly, some may say.
Slugsworth slowly turns to the rest of the group and he's like, all right, we might be in a little bit of shit.
That's a bad word.
Yeah, it's a bad situation, soldier.
You had to put a coin in. Oh wait, coins don't exist.
Do we... All right.
Yo, Mr.
I say
Soldier,
we
check your DMs.
probably run.
That's... You know what it is. just so you're fully aware.
So, listen, it's probably not gonna... It's not gonna kill you, but... But maybe cover your ears. Cover your ears for this next part till we leave this this field. And we should be fine.
Yes, Mr. Disgrace.
Aye, Mr. Disgrace.
I like this one. I like this one. Slugsworth, he fully does not. He also he has a 6 intelligence. He also does not know what the word disgraced means.
Yeah.
He just knows that they called him
That's-
disgrace
Yeah, that's
whenever
what they
he
said
left.
He left, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I figured as much.
I don't know if Low Red would actually know about this move, but she does a little soldier wave, that little soldier thing.
Yeah, I gotcha. So you do a little soldier's wave in the solo. Not that one, the other one. For those of you who had that little thought in the back of your head, shame on you.
Shame on you. She's 16.
She may be Little Red, but she's not German. So, you guys continue pressing forward. Who's putting their hands on their ears? And who's just...
I am not.
You're not going to do it. Okay. You're listening.
Oh, wait, question. What
Pretty
did
good song.
Neither is Joffrey.
Okay.
here's a question. What did we get from the perception check earlier? If you didn't say anything.
That was just you'll know. You'll know.
All right, so I'll say this: Low Red absolutely puts her hand over her ear. She absolutely trusts Mr. Disgrace.
Okay, great. Are you guys gonna watch the that little white vegetation circle where it's about 3 to 2 feet of like tall grass and flowers and all that?
Oh yeah. I have a look at that as we like go in
Okay.
up to it / past it.
So as you get closer, the music gets louder, but not in like a it hurts your ears way, but more of a it starts drowning out everything that isn't it. It doesn't get louder, more as everything else just gets quieter.
It's very quiet inside Little Head's head.
Yeah, for Little Red and Slugsworth, you guys are both fine. You guys just keep your head forward and continue pressing past. But for Everin and Joffrey, though, the music is all you can hear. It's all you want to hear. It's very relaxing, very calming, very soothing. Can I get a wisdom check from both of you?
Does Slugsworth see that they're not covering in their ears?
Yeah, Slugsworth, you guys get about 40 feet out, and you guys have your heads, and you kind of turn to look before you, and let's just see what their rolls do first before I describe what you see.
Oh god damn it.
18.
Before
and a
they
5.
before they roll, can Slugsworth just yell at them like, I told you to put your hands on your ears. Listen to me. I'm the lieutenant, disgraced ex-lieutenant James Q. Slugsworth.
Yeah, you start screaming that, and you guys don't even hear it, Everin. Everin, you just hear this pure music, and you don't even pay attention to the fact as you slowly start veering towards the circle. As you
Question: Does Little Red notice Mr. Disgrace looking back and yelling?
Yeah, sure, I'd say you could notice. But you do notice, as you
Whatever.
guys turn around, Joffrey is continuing to walk in a straight line. He just happens to kind of be bouncing along to the music, kind of gently dancing and swaying. But Everin is doing the same thing, while also very slowly veering towards the center.
Well, Red is
I point to Joffrey and then I point to everyone. I'm like, you get that one.
Wait,
we are not
sorry.
leaving him behind.
Mr. Slugsworth, you point?
Oh wait, no, I don't point.
no, Mr.
I
Disgrace.
Oh,
No, I forgot that I'd have to take my hands out of my
Can
ears
you
for
do me
that
a
one.
favor?
I just say
flip a
that.
coin? Can you just flip a coin real quick?
Flip a coin.
Yeah, actually, make an intelligence roll.
Alright.
Yeah, make an intelligence roll.
Make an intelligence roll.
Yeah, let's just see if in the heat of the
Okay.
moment, if you remember to keep your hands on, or if you go to actually go to point. A 12. Yeah, you're
12.
good. You go to like instinctually move your hands to like get their attention, and then you put your hands back on. You're like, no, can't do it, can't listen. They're on their own.
Yeah.
They're fucked.
So does Joffrey notice that everyone is in trouble or no?
Joffrey,
well,
you
you heard me yell at him,
all you
right?
can hear is like this nice soft elevator music, but you can physically see Joffrey turned around and he seems to be screaming something, but you guys are too far away to hear it. You don't know why he's so mad. Everything's so calm. It's not like anything's happening.
All right.
Joffrey just looks mildly confused and then walks on ahead.
All right. Does Little Red notice this?
What are you asking? What happened?
Did Little Red see Everan go off the path?
Yeah, you're watching him as he's slowly veering off currently. Joffrey isn't. He's still walking in a straight line, but Everin is about 30 feet behind, slowly veering towards the circle.
Well, since I'm a soldier, or at least acting one, I just look at Mr. Disgrace to see what orders I should take.
Do you want to try and read his lips?
Sure.
Sure, go ahead. Roll intelligence.
Oh, never mind. I'm failing that.
Imagine being able to read lips but not actual words. I guess that makes more sense. You've seen people talk. You can, that one's just a basic instinct kind of a thing. Let's see if you can piece together what he's saying, though. This can't go wrong, right? Surely nothing could go wrong. 5, you say.
Little Red just looks. Little Red just thinks he's like telling him to keep following. So she just doesn't look back.
Okay, so you're like, hey, he's got this. He's telling her, or he's telling her. I'll just keep going. You turn around, you continue walking then.
Slugsworth not only can't catch up to him, but he can't take his hands out of his ears to try and grab him.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty funny. You should imagine desperately trying to run closer to him, and you're slower than his walking speed. No.
Oh, it's like those nightmares, when you try to run but you can't run faster than your walking speed.
I made a deliberate Slugsworth 8 intelligence choice not to tell them what was going on.
That's fair. I respect that.
I actually have the same intelligence as Slugworth.
That's great.
Yeah,
I'm so glad we have a group of intellectuals here.
Me and Red are the smartest people in the crew.
So, Everett, can you do me a favor of rolling another wisdom check? As you are now at the entrance of the circle. The black line of licorice is all that's between you and this soft, almost velvety, fabric-looking grass, and these big, puffy flowers like
22, baby!
22. You go to reach forward, and your hand touches the grass. It's so soft and inviting. and you stop and you go, wait a minute, this is not why I'm here. What am I doing? But the song is still all you can hear. What do you do?
I would like to full-on blast this woman with my Eldritch Blast.
What woman?
The woman singing in the middle of the circle.
You just hear the singing. You don't see anyone. It's a very thick... It's like waist-high grass and flowers. And it almost seems like it's opening up to invite you to lay in it.
So the singing is coming from within the circle, but I can't see within the circle.
Correct. You're standing on the outside of the grass, so it goes, all the candy is licorice, and then it's actual, like, grass looking, and then now that you're closer, it looks like almost fabric or velvety, and the flowers look like little marshmallow pillows type of thing, and it kind of opens up to make it so you can lay down into it. But you hear the music emanating from the grass, but not from a thing.
Can I still blast the grass?
Yeah, sure, you can cast some spells into grass. Fuck that shit. Some magical landscaping, go ahead.
Screw you, nature.
Fuck nature. Nature's for pussies.
For Eldritch Blast, it's Charisma, right?
I believe so, yeah. If my memory doth serve correctly, which it almost certainly does not.
Certainly, my good sir.
Certainly, absolutely certainly.
Toots my duds, good sir.
Of course, with a +4, I only get a...
That's, I mean, it's hard to fucking miss grass. But you shoot the grass, and it kind of impacts the dirt, and it pops off, and it looks like chocolate or something, and then it lands back down, and everything settles, and it's almost like it just very slowly massages its way back into a nice bed again. The damage is not lasting.
I like how he's going through all these eldritch horrors while Little Red's not noticing at all. She's having a good time. She's humming.
Which does remind me, as you guys, Mr. Slugsworth and Little Red and Joffrey, at your current pace, you guys do make it outside of this little circly field, as you can no longer feel the vibrations of music on your hands.
As soon as we're out, Slugsworth just turns like to look around, just to like be like, can I see him?
Yeah, you turn
At all?
as he's casting it into it, and you just watch this big explosion of like chocolate pudding and cookie crumbles, and then it lands on the ground and gets absorbed back down in, and it all kind of reforms again. Like it does. You know, like you do.
Can Slugsworth try and like throw a rock or something to get his attention, and then just like wave his arms over here, like signaling him to come to us?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Roll a, just roll the hit.
Actually, Joffrey would once again like to cast his mage hand, send it out, and just, grab Erevan.
The only issue is, I believe your mage hand only goes 30 feet, correct?
I don't know, maybe. Actually, yes.
Then,
True.
Then
Correct.
it does not go that far.
I rolled a
I'm sorry.
21 to hit.
21 to hit. Yeah, Everin, you're sitting there hitting this grass, trying to figure out what the fuck it is and what this music is. And while you're sitting there getting lost in your own head, you just feel this little dink of something in the side of your temple.
What the fuck?
You look down, it's another one of those bright, slightly transparent, sweet stones. It's rock candy.
I just look towards the general direction and just see,
You just
like,
see
Slugsworth, and I just
flailing
full on...
his arms to
Yeah.
come for you to come over here.
Yeah, I just, as I'm walking up, I just full on punch the rock back.
You gonna try and hit him with it? Or are you just like?
Can I say this? Little Red is just waiting like she's waiting to a friend, not knowing the danger he's in.
You know, like, Slugworth, he presumes Slugworth is the one that shot the rock, so he's gonna throw it right back.
Yeah, go ahead, roll the hit again.
Strength?
Yeah. Technically, you can use strength or dex. It's up to you. It's just, technique versus brute strength on how you want to throw it. But just as long as you use one of them physical stats. A
That is
nice
11.
11. Slugsworth, I believe that doesn't reach your AC.
That does not reach my AC at all.
It just kind of
Does it-
blinks
does it-
in front of you. By
Does it redirect your little red instead?
After he throws it back at me, I pick it up and throw it back at him
Okay, you're just
while
playing.
still flailing my
You're
arms.
just playing fucking catch like a couple of fucking parents. You're like, come on, son, let's go play outside. Throwing the ball back and forth.
Little red
15.
sees this
Does that
and
hit your AC?
I don't know. Everin, what's your AC?
Let me.
Let me.
I think he
Let me
died.
find it. I
Let me-
can't. 1 second.
Dies of a heart attack. How unfortunate.
He'll be surely missed.
Yeah, that it.
Yeah, that it.
He's
I
already
draw a
missed
mental
Slick Worth
math.
hits twice.
What's happening? What the fuck are you guys doing? What is happening?
Can I say something real quick? Seeing them throwing rocks at each other, little red decides to join in,
Okay. Yeah,
and
go
she
ahead.
grabs like the biggest rock she can and throws it at Everett.
Roll.
No, I'm just trying to get his. No.
Sure. Are you trying to throw this as hard as you can to like? Because they were throwing it to get attention. Are you throwing it to hurt or also to get attention?
Oh no, she's throwing it because she thinks this is them playing.
Right. No, that's what I mean. But I mean, are you throwing with a strength of like I'm just trying to get it to him to like touch him, or am I actively throwing it with all my strength to just get this as far as I can?
All strength.
All right, then roll straight roll. Roll to hit.
Wait,
Roll to hit. Kill
wait,
it.
do I add my strength to that or?
Yep.
Imagine if they just full on domes my character
You
with like a
fucking-
big ass rock.
Become legally
Breaks
brain
his
dead.
skull open,
Yeah,
kills him
I assume a
instantly.
9 doesn't hit.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
That's
you
like 3.
Look over
That's like
as it like lands, this big like fist-sized stone lands, and it kind of tumbles, and you kind of see the like imprint trail it leaves on the ground. That thing was fucking heavy.
Little red just waves back like, "Hey, now you throw it back."
Leans to Little Red and he's like, "What the hell? We're just trying to get his attention. Don't throw big rocks. Just wait."
I'd like to throw the rock back at Little Red.
Okay, you throw the rock right back. Go right ahead. Roll. I'd like to mention the whole time this is happening, you still can hear the music. Like, you can't hear any of their screaming or anything. It's just this little soft woman like gently singing like it's elevator music while they're fucking screaming and trying to get your attention and throwing shit at you.
Well,
That's a
Little red
10.
is screaming.
10 total. Little Red, I assume that does not hit you.
Yeah, like, can we just do it like? Can we just say Little red just somehow catches it in her hand?
You can roll to try and catch it.
I'm rolling for that. Do I add my dexterity?
You can roll either strength or dex. Just roll and add.
All
I
right.
like how we're just casually doing this whilst I'm just walking up to the rest of the group with like this chill as hell music in the background of my character.
Yeah, I do think it is pretty funny. Hey, as you guys
Only a
are all,
13.
you guys are all rolling this back and forth. Joffrey, you're not throwing a stone, correct? You're just out in the side, right?
Yeah, Joffrey's just standing there watching and
Can I get a
kind of
percep-
laughing to himself.
Can I get a perception check from you real quick while they're arguing with each other and throwing stones?
Sure thing. But
All right.
Anyways, I roll.
A 13. Does it hit? Does it hit? Does it hit? Are you dead, Everin?
Wait, what?
I don't know. What was happening? What was that roll for Little Red?
it's an 11.
Got it. 11 for your roll, Joffrey. I'll tell you in a second.
I think that 13 was to catch the stone.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, you beat his roll. Yeah, you catch it. So you go to like lean forward. You can barely hear the music, but you're able to catch the stone and get back out without any problems.
Wait, who?
You do, Little Red. You were capable of leaning forward and catching the stone because it was gonna fall short. You're
Can
able
I
to
just
lean
like
forward,
put
grab
my
it, and pull
hand
back.
on the stone and tell her, "Do not throw this stone," and then I just point at fucking Erwin, I think the guy that's still in the
Yeah.
music place, and I just point at him, and then I do like the little like get over here like thumb motion.
And as you're doing that, Slugsworth, you and Little Red are both staring directly at Everin, trying to get him back over here to get the fuck away from the grass. While you're doing that, Joffrey, you look at the grass itself, and in a small section, no bigger than a foot by a foot, the grass starts to rise higher than all the other grass. And it starts to fan itself out, almost like the tendrils of a jellyfish in the water spreading out. And you see this large, lanky woman still singing with large, slender fingers leaning towards Everin and about to grab him.
I blast her with 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay, go ahead, roll a hit.
Just to be clear, roll to hit for each individually, right?
Correct. Which I believe at level 5 is just 2. So, in other words, you can also just roll 2d20 instead of having to roll 1d20 twice. So it's just quicker. It's called maximum efficiency, broski. A 12. So the first one will hit. Roll damage. Oh wait, sorry. What's your? Oh, your bonus is plus 6. Yeah. So just the first one hits. And damage of
8.
8. A fine, valiant set of damage. Wonderful. She kind of
Also, I believe I have repelling blast, so it kind of throws her away.
How does repelling blast work? Let's see. Repelling blast, 5th edition. Eldritch Invocation. When you hit a creature with the Eldritch Blast, you push them 10 feet away. Where is it? I read the rest of it and then fucking Google wanted to be gay and stupid. I think it's just move 10 feet, right? Is it just that simple?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more or
Yeah.
less just move 10 feet away from the impact.
Yeah, I figured as much. So, Everin, you don't hear anything, but you do watch as... What color are your Eldritch Blast, by the way?
Like a dark green, blackish.
Okay, so you see these, like, dark, mossy green streaks fly over your head, and one of them goes a little wide and kind of veers off to the left of you, but one goes, like, right over your fucking shoulder, and you can't hear anything, but you could feel the impact. You felt like the little shock wave.
Wait, actually, would that push be like 10 feet away from that point?
Yes, but I don't think it pushes you. I think it just pushes the creature impacted, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, so it doesn't affect you. You just feel like the little gust of wind from it.
Do we, whenever we see the Eldritch Blast, do we see
When the blasts hit, you guys absolutely see what's about to happen. You saw what happened.
Slugsworth's eyes just go wide, and then he points at the thing behind Everin, and then points at Everin, and then just like hurriedly like motions his arms for him to run.
Question: do you want Little Red to attack?
Also, yeah, I'm gonna pull out my crossbows and take a shot at it.
Take your actions.
I also follow Mr.
Yeah, I'm gonna-
Disgrace.
You're gonna start shooting at as well. Then everyone, you guys get your
I'm
nice little surprise.
just gonna
round.
roll all my action. I'm just gonna roll all my actions at once.
Wonderful. I don't believe any of those hit.
Plus
What's the
5 to
highest
all
one?
of those.
So no, none of those hit.
9
None.
plus 5.
All 3 of them.
Shit.
Everin, you don't know why, but they're apparently trying to fucking kill you now. First it was stones, now they're shooting crossbow bolts and magic at you.
Could I just look behind me to
He
see if
saw
they're
me
just
point
aiming
to
for
that thing
behind?
behind him, though, right?
Yeah, you turn around and you see, well, you see a bunch of grass. She got launched back and she's in the grass now.
Could I just start blasting in that general direction?
She got launched back. I don't think it
She got
knocks him
launched back
prone,
10
right?
feet. She got launched back 10 feet, and the way that the circle is, it's not 10 feet to the edge of the circle from where she was standing. So she essentially impacted the side of the circle and fell in.
Okay.
I added a little extra on the side of damage for it, but yes, she is currently prone.
Okay, yeah, I just start to just like walk towards them, just like nonchalantly, like not a care in the world, even though they were just slinging spells and just like stuff towards me, like not
Yeah.
even like a few seconds ago.
Actually, you know what? Do roll me
Um,
one perception check, by the way, because there is one thing you might have noticed.
Well, me?
Yeah, Mr. Everin, just roll one thing real quick. One perception check, just to see if you do notice something. Because I do realize there is actually one thing.
Oh yeah, no, I see nothing. That's a 10.
10. For just a moment, when you felt that little gust of wind, you could have swore that the music in your head stopped for a second, or skipped a beat or something. But that could be right. That had to be in your head. Obviously, you just imagined that. And you keep pressing forward. Everyone, please roll
Yep.
initiative. Please and thank you. 1d20. A 14, a 16, an 18. Okay, so me, Olo.
Also get the lowest one.
True, but you didn't get the
It's a-
lowest number though, because Olahorn still gets worse than you. I think. Wait, where did you roll?
I got a
No, I
6.
got the +2 to
Wait,
my
where did you roll?
initiative bonus.
I see.
I rolled.
I
I rolled
rolled-
like immediately after you said to roll initiative.
I see. You rolled above me. You're way better. Okay, I didn't even notice. I thought I didn't realize you had rolled before me. Good job. Now I have to add at the very end. Van. So the order is Joffrey, then me, then Red, then Olahorn. Or sorry, then Mr. Slugsworth, and then Van. Okay. So Mr. Joffrey, what would you like to do?
Joffrey would like to once again cast 2 Eldritch blasts at the woman,
In the
if
direction
he
of
can
the
see her.
She can.
Yeah.
Once you hit her, you basically watched as she like hit an invisible wall and flopped into the grass. So you cannot. You've lost visual range of
I,
her.
I just shoot at the grass where she is.
Okay, so in
She
the
was.
place where she was. Yeah, go ahead. Roll 2d20 then. We'll roll your Eldritch Blast, but roll both of them at disadvantage. But yes.
Yeah, because range attacks are at disadvantage when against a prone
You
person.
could ready your
Correct.
action till she shows up.
That is also a
Again.
possibility. That's up to you.
Yeah, let's do that then.
Okay, you're gonna ready it then?
Yeah, so now if she shows up, you'll take your 2 rolls.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
as you sit there and you're like, well, I can't shoot now. I have no idea what to shoot. You sit there and you hunker down and you prepare, and you're like, all right, I should be any moment now she'll pop out of that grass and attack again, right? And you got nothing. Though for some reason, Evren, you don't hear the music anymore. The music seems to have faded.
Who turned off the goddamn elevator
Slicksworth
music?
is still shouting for him.
And now you can actually hear them as Slugsworth is yelling.
Slugger's like, Soldier, you're in danger!
I don't take orders from a slug, Jabba.
So anyway,
You're
Red, your turn.
fucking racist!
Red, what do you want to do?
What's a
Yeah,
racist?
Erevan. Who's the racist now, man?
Yeah, who's the
What's a
real
racist?
You really stop to think about it.
I don't take orders from a slug, is the...
Ugh. All right, Little Red, what are you doing?
She's questioning what's a racist.
What is a racist? So you're gonna use your whole turn imagining what a racist is?
Oh no, I figured that Little Red is pulling out her short bow and just in case, holding action to attack.
Another time waiting. Fantastic.
Yeah.
You also hold
That-
it waiting. Slug, it's up to you. What are you doing?
That's also what I'm gonna do. I'm
You
gonna hold
all-
my three attacks
Gotcha.
for
I
if
think
she
you
shows
can only
back
hold
up.
2. You can't hold your bonus action, so you can hold your
I can't.
no.
Okay, yeah.
But you can hold your
I'll
basic
hold my
attacks,
2
though.
attacks then.
Yeah, okay. So you're ready. Everyone's ready. Mr. Everin, it's up to you. What do you want to do? Everyone was freaking out and shooting shit at you, and all of a sudden the music stopped, and now you're just walking back. You don't know why everyone's freaking the fuck out.
Low Red would know, would not freaking out
Everyone
one
does
bit.
have their weapons at the ready, though.
Yeah, everyone is like fully armed and staring at you.
Okay, so I'd like to cast Find Familiar because I've packed up the chain and I'd like to summon the pseudo dragon.
Yeah,
Just
sure.
like at the ready, just like perched on my shoulder, just
What
as like a
color?
lookout thing.
What color?
Abyssal green.
Okay. So you whip out this little tiny green dragon out of your hand, and it comes from the palm of your hand and walks around the index finger and around the middle, and kind of like weaves back and forth, and then runs up and down your arm like a snake, and then runs and sits on top of your shoulder, slightly wrapped around with its tail.
Oh, hi, Cupcake.
He's a little dragon. Is that all you would like to do for your turn?
Yeah, because I can't really do much else other than like one spell.
Would you like
Well,
to
are you taking your
continue?
movement?
Yeah, I was gonna say, would you like to continue moving,
Oh
or are you
yeah,
just gonna stand there?
yeah, I would.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you continue moving forward.
because like considering the fact that everyone was firing at me or in my general direction, I'm probably thinking there was something behind me, wasn't there?
It's right behind
So I just
me, isn't it?
yes, I just go forward. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you continue walking forward. Joffrey, your turn. What do you want to do? An entire round has passed, and seemingly nothing has happened.
Bloody hell, you got away from that grassy woman thingy quick, thankfully.
Aaron, why do you bring out Cupcake again?
Of course you named this guy Cupcake. Of course you did.
It's a good name. It's fitting.
So is he like?
I don't know.
How
Joffrey,
close is he to the edge of the?
Oh, he's got about another 2 turns until he makes it over to where you guys are.
All right. Then yeah, Slugsworth is still yelling that there is something behind him and he needs to get out now.
Okay.
No, it's behind you.
Joffrey, you doing anything for your turn, or are you just gonna sit there and ready another action in case?
It's right behind me, isn't it?
It's right behind me, isn't it?
Yeah, sure, let's just ready another action and hold position.
Fantastic. Can I get a perception check from... You know what, I don't even need... You know what, I just from Everin. Everin's the only one who could... Well, who's got a... Is anyone holding an action currently?
I think we all are.
Great. Can I get perception checks from all 3 of you? Or everyone who is, then. Oh, why are you rolling at advantage? I mean, you rolled like shit, but like, why? Why are you rolling at advantage?
Oh, fuck, sorry, my
Nat
bad.
20, good job. That's fine.
Nat 20.
It's a fail anyway, it doesn't matter. Little Red. Oh, good on Little Red. Okay, so Little Red and Slugsworth, you immediately notice. You're like, she hasn't come back up. She hasn't tried to attack. There's only one thing she could be doing. And your suspicions are confirmed as you slightly see a bulge in the ground behind, about 10 feet behind Irvin. And like a mole, you see the trail of the dirt being pushed and then bursting out of the ground. Everyone please take their held actions.
Alright, I immediately shoot my bow.
Okay.
First, I use my hunter's mark and then shoot my bow.
You cannot do a hunter's mark. That is a bonus action.
Okay, then I only shoot my bow then.
One nat 20, one 18.
Okay, so a nat 20 and an 18, both of those hit. Roll all your damage.
And I double my dice for my nat 20, right?
Yeah,
A 12 and a 20.
correct. You double the dice. The 12 doesn't miss. The 12 misses. 20 doesn't. And your 21, Mr.
9
Mr.
and
Little
2.
Red, is a hit as well. 9 points of damage. Everyone, just give me the total damage. Everyone, roll their fucking damages.
Total damage?
Well,
Total damage is 11.
You guys are all rolling like 600 fucking things. I wanted to just be able to add all the numbers up at once. So 11, and then 12, and then Red. What's your damage? Roll your damage.
Give me a minute.
So it's currently 23 damage plus. 23 damage plus 11. 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 23 you know, plus, plus 6,
6.
plus 6. So 29 points of damage as this long, gangly, like I don't want to say petite, but like starving, like her ribs are sucked in and like a ghostly physical form, and her hair is all wiggly and green. And she goes up to strike, and as she bursts out of the ground too, you guys all shoot the fuck at her, and it does a lot. And she kind of like wipes off the blood and begins singing once more. And now that she's in a new position, can everyone please roll a wisdom saving throw? Alright, we got a 21. That's a pass. 16 is a fail. And an 18 is a pass.
Fuck.
And a 19 is a fail. So you guys watch as only Slugsworth starts becoming entranced, losing his actions, and is slowly slugging his way forward. As she is going to make
Don't worry, we're safe. He's so slow.
2d20 against Mr. Everin. Does a 16 and a 17 hit?
Hit who?
Hit you.
Both, yes.
Wonderful. Then in that case, I will roll all damage at once for simplicity's sake. But I will do bum bum, bum bum bum. And then can I get a constitution roll while you're there? Why? Just while you're at it. You know, when in Rome and whatnot. So that's going to be 20 points of damage as you take 2 very large swipes.
How much damage?
20 total.
Well, I'm on full health.
Wonderful. Well, you get 2 big slashes into your stomach, and with a 17, you're barely capable of standing conscience. But you're so goddamn drowsy, and this music is right here, and it's all you can hear again, but you gotta stay awake and you gotta keep fighting. I believe who's next in the turn order? Who's after me? Red, you're up.
All right. Can I do a bonus action to sneak or hide?
From your current position, there's not a lot of places to hide. You guys are in an open field. You guys just are farther away from the center of the open field.
Oh well, in that case, I'm just gonna go run to her and stab her.
Works for me. The issue is, unless you want to use your dash action, you won't be able to reach her. She's 60 feet away currently.
Wait, which action?
The dash.
Dash.
If you want to, instead of doing Hunter's Mark, if you want to use your rogue's dash action for your bonus.
Yeah, I'll use my dash.
Okay, then run up and stab, buddy.
Embrace the inner Londoner that's in you.
It's a bit shit, ain't it? Start stabbing the fuck at him. Dirty 20. Yeah, dirty 20 hits. Roll damage.
Oh yeah, do I add my Colossal Slayer?
What is that?
Basically, on one enemy, whenever I hit an attack, I also get some bonus damage. But only with a weapon. I kind of like it doesn't work with my hands or anything.
Can you send me the exact verbiage? Like DM me what the ability you're trying to use is, so I can try and read what the fuck it says, and then I shall give you your answer. So it's a 20 to hit. So you successfully do hit. But let us see if you get your additional piece of damage.
There's my Colossal Slayer.
One action, your tenacity
You're rogue,
can wear
right?
down the most resilient foes. When you hit a creature with a weapon, the weapon... it's just a... Yeah.
You're a rogue,
Yeah, so you
right?
just add an extra 1d... Yeah, you can only do it the once per round, but yeah, you can add an extra 1d8. It's just as long as you hit.
Do you also add sneak attack to this?
Yeah.
Because
Because
Erwin is within 5 feet. Yeah.
Correct.
All right, so wait, do I add my sneak attack or not?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. All right, let me do some math.
I didn't even think about that, but yeah, you're right. He is, while Everin is technically getting his ass jumped, he is still considered a companion. Da da la bamba.
I'm sorry, I actually did the Dyson different wrong thing.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? I'll break your legs. I'm gonna kill you. Did you really do it in our fucking DMs? Did you try to roll damage in our DMs? Wait, hold on.
I'm
Is
sorry,
it,
I was
wait, is it
I was
plus
I
8?
was there.
Is it plus 8 damage or plus a 1d8? It's plus a 1d8. I don't think you add a plus 12. It's 1d4 plus 1d8.
Oh no, I got 1 from the sneak attack and the 7 plus from the Colossus Slayer.
Oh no, I'm talking about whatever. I didn't see if you rolled yet. I was talking about the shit you showed me in DMs. Did you roll damage? Where did you roll damage?
Oh, I rolled with D&D Beyond. I took a picture. If you, I can show you if you want.
Just roll in the D&D rolls. What are you doing?
It's so okay. It's just a lot of rolls, right?
What is wrong with you? Why would you be switching now?
We do not use D&D Beyond because D&D Beyond sucks.
Ah, 1 damage, plus all your bonuses, plus a d8. Uh-huh. Ah, 6 total, plus your bonuses. Yes, yes. Little Red, you don't have to, what are you rolling? Just what's your number? What's the bonus? What are you doing? What are you rolling more of? Why'd you roll a D6? Oh, D6 was Hunter's Mark. D8, why didn't you
No,
roll
D6 was a sneak. Wasn't D6 the sneak attack?
What level rogue are you again?
2.
Oh, then yeah, it's just a 1d6. That makes sense. I was like, what the fuck are you rolling a 1d6 for? I thought it was...
Wait, didn't I show you what level rogue I am?
Yeah, you guys messaged it a while ago. Look, we've been doing this for 2 fucking hours, alright? Cut me some slack.
I'm sorry, Ben.
I have a really funny thing to do, but hopefully Red isn't within 10 feet of me.
I am probably in 10 feet of you.
You are within 10 feet of
Still gonna do it. Still gonna do it.
You watch as Red runs up and like dives on top of this fucking like floaty ghost lady and starts stabbing the shit out of her. She's
Standard British.
not doing good, but she is still alive technically.
Wait, question. Are we including weapon mastery?
Are we doing what?
Weapon mastery. Is that a thing? Are we doing or not?
No.
Oh, sorry. Just wanted to ask.
I have no idea what that is, so I'm going to say no.
All right.
Anyway, what's everyone doing? Who's next in the? It's Slugsworth. Slugsworth, you're using your sluggy movement, buddy. You're just slugging along.
Yep. Thankfully, I can only move 20 feet per turn.
Good news. So you're safe for an additional 3 rounds. So 2 rounds left on your countdown. Roll me a save at the end of your turn, please.
Wisdom?
Yes. Ah, 12. Yep, you're just continuing to slug that. Where the fuck did he's dead? He's gone.
The audience, he fell.
He fell off the stage. Tripped and fell off the stage.
I went to hit mute and I accidentally went to go to audience.
Question: do you not have push to talk?
Who, me?
I just didn't want to bother with it, and this is how I normally do in our weekly games. So
Oh, okay, sorry.
We're too far into it for me to care now. Who is it up? Slugsworth, you just did your thing. Everin, you're turned around. You are now fully aware of what they've been fighting this whole time.
Okay, now time for me to cast Arms of Hadar at level 3.
Wait, what?
Hadar, you say?
I have the book right here. Batter all creatures within 10 feet of you. Each creature in that area must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, a target takes 2d6 necrotic damage and can't take reactions until its next turn. On a successful save, creature takes half damage but suffers no other effect. When you cast this spell using a spell slot of 2nd level or higher, damage increases by 1d6 for each slot above level 1.
You said you're doing it at 3rd level, correct?
3rd level, yes.
You cast it, you don't even need to roll. As well,
oh, no.
Little Red needs to roll to make sure she doesn't die. But you watch.
Oh no!
But you watch as this ghostly figure shrivels up into ash and bone, and all that's left is these dried beef jerky strands of hair.
I would like to consume the hair like jerky.
Yeah, you go to bite into it. It's like brittle, but soft, and it kind of melts on your tongue. and turns into a bunch of tiny thistles, like little tiny strands of hair, and it all slides down your throat. It is gross. It's kind of like when you get a haircut and you have all those really tiny hairs on your body, but now you just drank that.
What Jujutsu Kaisen type crap is this?
I mean, to be fair, in the lore, Drow Kingdoms are a lot worse with that sort of thing, because, cannibalism is technically, culturally accepted.
Hey, can you do me a favor real quick?
I'll be fully... Yep.
Can you roll a con? Just roll and add your constitution. This has been a great session so far. I don't know about
16.
You guys. 16. Yeah, it's not enough to overtake you, but you're sitting there and the little hairs are like poking into the side of your throat, and they kind of hurt a little bit. They're a little itchy, almost like it's spicy, and you kind of want to scratch your throat, and you feel as they all start wiggling in unison, and very gently, without talking, without attempting to do so, that music is now just kind of emanating from you.
Damn,
Damn.
Erwin, I didn't know you could sing.
To be fair, I have a 19 in charisma, I sure
You are a retard.
If it makes you feel any better, it's not super loud and all-encompassing now. It's just kind of like if somebody played the song on their phone in, like, the other room. You can just hear the echo of it now, but it's in the back of your head, and it just kind of resonates.
Could I eat
through your
more?
skull. You want to eat more of the hair? You want to eat all the hair?
Yes. Yes, all the hair.
Roll at...
oh my
roll,
god.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why are you doing this?
Yeah, roll another con save at disadvantage.
I knew you underground people were weird, but this is next level, man.
It's gonna turn into another one. We're gonna have to kill him.
This is going to be really funny.
That's a 6.
So 6. Yeah. Now, you take all this hair and fold it back, and you start choking on it like a cough ball, or like a hairball, but you, like, start forcing yourself to gag it down, and it slowly dissipates like little moss pellets in water. And slowly you can feel the inside lining of your organs being covered in these little tiny fine hairs, and slowly but surely they start vibrating, and now your entire body is vibrating, and your teeth are chattering, and your head's shaking, and your head hurts, real bad, and you guys watch as it looks like his hair is falling out. He's going bald, and he's currently bald and very loudly playing the music. It's now like as if it's a Bluetooth speaker on max volume in the room in front of you guys.
You did something even Little Red wouldn't do. You did something even more idiotic than anything she will do.
Still not to the same level as it was before, though. But very, very loud. Everett, it's the same level as it was for you before, but for everyone else, it's just, slightly quieter. Still not great.
Yeah, I just casually walk to the rest of the
So
group
he
now.
still can't hear us, right?
Yeah, he's incapable.
Because it's to the point where it's deafening everyone else.
Well, you think, does anyone say anything to him?
I go, I start screaming at him and chastising him.
Yeah, as you look at Slugsworth, this music is playing in your head. You're very calm right now, very relaxed, despite all this itchy hair in your throat. And you look at Slugsworth, and this music, whereas before it was this angelic singing, it's just kind of a gentle melody now. But as he screams at you, you hear it, and it sounds just as beautiful as when she was singing. And you're just happily, and you start following you start following Slugsworth, and you just kind of gently want to listen and hang out with him.
So, are we talking about Little Red surviving the fires of hell?
What'd you say? What about hell?
What about the whole necrotic damage that Little Red was caught in?
Oh yeah, did you ever make your roll for the save?
Yeah, I got I got an 11.
11? I don't know. Everett, does that pass your DC? I don't remember. I completely forgot that Little Red was taking damage from this as well.
Why did I say anything?
I know, you stupid son of a bitch. You could have gotten away scot-free, but you just had to go and be a responsible member. Everett, what's your DC?
I think the hair affected him in real life.
Yeah, I was gonna say he can't hear us in real life now. God damn it!
Yeah,
I was gonna say, I don't see Oh yeah, it'll be an spellcaster modifier. Would it be spellcaster modifier?
No, it's your spell save DC.
Spell save.
So it's 8 plus whatever your proficiency bonus is at level 5, plus whatever your spell save
It should be
or your
3.
spell bonus is. Yeah, I think it's 3 at level 5.
Spellcasting one, yeah.
So
Plus
it's 11
3,
plus,
plus
so 11
8.
plus whatever your spellcasting modifier is. So like if you're
That'd be 14.
No, but like what is your spellcasting ability modifier? Like do you use charisma, intelligence, wisdom? What do you use?
I use charisma.
What's your
Charisma, yeah, charisma's 19, which is plus 4.
So plus 4. So it would be a 15 DC. So you said you rolled an 11 red, that fails. So roll 2d8 damage, and let's just see if you kill little red as well.
Oh God.
So while Everron's like on his hands and knees, fucking shoveling in hair, and Slugsworth's yelling, and Joffrey's doing nondescript action B. Let's see how this turns out. So, Everin, what's your damage on that 2d8? Do you add anything to that, or is it just straight 2d8?
I think it's just a straight 2d8.
All right, roll 2d8 then. You gonna roll? You gonna roll that number?
Oh wait, yeah, it's 2d8 plus the initial damage. I think because it's an extra 2d8 on top of it.
Wait, plus 2d8? What's the initial damage then? Huh?
And I know there's the additional damage that happens after casting it at higher levels, which I did at level 3.
I don't know. Hold on. Reading it. It says you. Oh yeah, you're right. You did it at level 3 too. Yeah. You invoke the thing, so it's 2d6 plus an additional 2d6, so 46. Sorry, my apologies. Yes, you are correct. Roll your 46 worth of damage.
Oof, that is a 19.
Little Red, you get fucking blasted away with 19 points of necromantic damage before I have a stroke. How you doing? What you up to?
Oh wait, how much? 19?
19. And you get knocked away, and then you kind of look as Everin starts shoveling fucking hair into his mouth until he starts singing. And then we are now at the current present moment. Unless you're dead, in which case we might need to do some retcons here.
Oh, all right. How far do I go exactly?
10 feet. You're just getting knocked up and fall on the ground again. You're fine. But
Lower red is wait. What kind of necrotic? What does it look like exactly?
19 necrotic damage. It's like ashy smoke that kind of comes out in a little cloud and then clings onto your body, and where all the little ashy soot lands on your arm, it starts to wither away and suck out the water and moisture, and it just kind of rots and dies a little bit.
Yeah, Lower red does not look good. She looks very, very not good.
Okay. Still alive though?
Yeah, she's still alive.
Fantastic. Well, we're at the current scenario then. Slugsworth, you're yelling. Everin, you're walking. Joffrey, I have no idea what the fuck you're doing, and Little Red is somehow
Joffrey would like to cast Healing Word on Little Red.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
Can I look at Joffrey and be like, I think we need to cut this guy loose.
Little Red pulled out a dagger, ready to Wait, did she see him eat the hair?
No, you got blasted, and then you saw Everin on his hands and knees shoveling something into his mouth, and then he stood up and started singing, similar to how it was before.
All right, Little Red currently looks. All right, this
Red, you gain 7 hit points.
All right, thanks. All right, Little Red looks sort of well. She looks average, not great, but average.
That's good then. Not on death's door at least.
All in favor of either leaving this guy here or putting him down, because I feel like he's gonna turn into one of those things.
You see, without even saying anything, you see Little Red pull out her dagger once more, just looking at Everin.
Well, as much as I have some problems with his kind, let's not just kill him right away.
Quick
It
question.
might be temporary.
Listen,
Slugsworth, when you
he-
ask this question aloud, are you raising your hand on the leaving him?
Yes.
He also raises his hand on being left.
Looks like he wants to be left. So I mean,
guys, I feel like we're gonna kill him.
kill him.
No,
Let's
in
not
character.
kill him.
Oh wait, in character, Lowred's like, "Hey guys, I can't hear. What are you guys saying?" Also,
Yeah,
all
get
my
over here. I
organs.
like motion for her to come over here.
Lowred tried to skip over, but you can clearly see she's not doing that. She
What?
clearly has some trouble.
I follow the arm motions that Slugworth is doing with just the whole like waving over.
Yeah.
This is not good. I don't know what to do anymore.
What happened? Why is everyone singing? I thought you couldn't sing.
He seems to be turning into one of those things that we just killed.
Oh no, did it possess him?
He says he wants he's mimicking me. The question is, do we kill him? Put him out of his misery.
Wait a minute, what happened? Did it possess him?
I think so. No, it doesn't seem to be murdering us, so I don't think it possessed him, but I think he's turning into one of those.
But how? What happened?
He ate the thing's hair.
Oh, if he ate it, let's just make him throw it up.
How
That's
are
a
we gonna...
brilliant idea.
Slugsworth sighs as he realizes what he must do, and he puts 2 fingers in his own throat to make himself throw up, to make him mimic it.
Yeah. Sure, man. Roll performance. Go ahead. Let's see this.
He's mimicking
Wait.
everything I do.
No, sorry. Roll con. Sorry, he's rolling performance to see if he's going to
Saving throw or just normal con?
just a regular add your con.
Question, can I mimic with
wait.
Mr. Discreet?
So what do I have to do? I have to roll it?
You're rolling a performance check to see, basically, if you both puke at the same area.
Oh
'Cause you're
boy!
mimicking him, but
I got
You-
a 14.
Question, can I also motion with Mr. Disgrace to like help him or something?
with Slugsworth, you can do the same motions, but it won't do anything additional. You're just also.
Oh yeah.
Everyone just like,
Yeah, they're all
we're on our
fucking
believing
sticking their
hour.
fingers down their throats like a bunch of slutty college girls.
No, don't say that.
I beat your roll by 1.
Yeah, well, that's just enough. Slugsworth, you start fucking puking everywhere, but you watch as Everin is just like deep throats the whole thing and then starts like mimicking your puking motion, but is just kind of hanging out.
I think you need to keep going.
Slugsworth sighs, and then he's like, alright, if I get myself to lay on the ground as much as I can, and then you guys jam your fingers down his throat.
All right. This is what Lowred doesn't even let him finish. She instantly jabs her arm in his mouth.
Into Everin's or to Slugsworth's?
Slugsworth. Mr. Disgrace.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, go ahead, roll. Go ahead. Roll fucking.
Roll another
Fuck?
performance.
What do I guess
It's
another
an
performance.
attack roll.
Yeah.
Dexterity roll.
This is just I guess an attack roll is the closest thing I can think of, because it's a performance roll for him to see where the mimicry ends. But like,
That's a 13.
13.
Roll higher than a 13, boy.
Roll higher than 13, I believe. Little red.
So this is an attack.
Oh wait, I did it wrong. It's
Yeah,
actually
it's
a plus
D20.
6, not plus 7.
Yeah, but it's
Only got 6.
You gotta roll a d20.
I'll see you rolled a d6.
Yeah, you rolled the wrong dice. You're rolling to attack. You're rolling a attack roll like normal. Like how you were in the fight. But this time, instead of a fight, you're shoving your arm down a slug's throat.
I got 11.
That misses.
An 11. So yeah, you go to like
Little Red can't reach.
Little Red goes to shove her hand in Slugsworth's mouth, and he just starts like moving the fuck out of the way and like kind of pushing his head back. He's like, what? No, hey,
Slugs is like, hey,
This is
no.
what? I mean, this is great. You gave me orders to.
You're more retarded than I am. We have the same intelligence,
yeah,
by the
you
way.
guys are equally retarded. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's funny to think Little Red has the least amount of brain cells in the entire group.
Jam your hand down his throat. And then I open my mouth wide so he opens his mouth wide
Yeah, it's really funny.
to make it easier
You're
for
like,
her.
don't worry, Little Red in his mouth, and then you just go, what?
I point at him,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Yeah, you point at him while also opening your mouth. So, Little Red, what do you want to do? Do you want to go?
Unfortunately, due to her character, she follows. She follows through. She listens.
So, okay, she's gonna go to Everin. Everin can't move. Everin, roll a con save. This is just how long can your body not react naturally before it breaks it, and you just start
Con
puking.
save versus like a
Fucking
strength
punch
or a dex.
Yeah, just punching this shit. Yeah, roll whatever physical stat you want, Little Red, but just roll something. Roll either strength or dex. I don't give a shit which one, but you're just fucking thrashing your little arm around in their
Would he have
throat.
disadvantage
That's a
on this since
4.
his mouth is like wide open?
I would say yes, but it doesn't. It literally doesn't matter. Don't even bother rolling, Little Red. As
Oh, I got 21.
Oh, fantastic. Well, good job. As you start rolling your arm around, you start hitting some of these little vibrating pieces of hair in the side of it. It's very spiky, and they point and they kind of prick the side of your arm, and you take.
Wait, can I grab them?
They're very tiny. They're like less than a fucking like half an inch. They're like little tiny
All right.
hairs.
I look back at the guys like, hey, I think we're gonna need something to poke all these little hairs in here.
Here, 1 second. You take. I did it incorrectly because I'm a fucking Neanderthal. 1d4. You take 4 points of damage as the little tiny things stick to your arm, and as you pull your arm out, they're the little hairs are now stuck onto your arm.
Ow.
But did he puke?
Did he
Is the
puke? I
question.
don't remember. What was your roll? A 3, Everin? Yeah, you start
A
puking.
4.
Yeah, you start puking. So you pull your arm out, and a couple of the hairs are on Little Red's arm, but the most of it comes out into that little pile of puke. And he's
Guys, I think I need some help taking these hair out. Usually I do them by myself, but these are super weird. I mean, super small.
Also, I have a question.
Yeah.
Slugsworth is only about like how tall would you say he is with his slug's body?
You're about 6
He's
foot tall.
probably Oh, 6 foot?
Yeah, about 3 foot of slug
Oh,
body and then
okay.
3 foot of normal body.
All right. Well, how does Everin move whenever Slugsworth moves? Because he's mimicking him. How does he mimic the slug slide?
He's basically just pelvic thrusting forward.
Oh God.
That's a horrifying image.
He does that next to a 16-year-old.
Fucking Everin hitting.
Does
the
anything
gritty.
happen when he vomits? Like, does he
Yeah, all the hairs are all
seem to be going back to normal anymore?
Yeah, I said he stops
Or-
singing. Once he pukes, all he stops singing. The Little Red's arm
Oh.
starts vibrating with a very faint music.
All right.
Everin, can you hear me?
You can.
No.
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 Are you back to normal?
No.
All right, seems like everything's fine. Let's go.
You guys
All right.
continue pressing forward then, yeah?
See, Mr. Disgrace, we saved him.
Yeah, we saved him.
You saved him.
Let's go.
You guys definitely saved
This
him.
is great. If you didn't shove your arm down your own throat, we couldn't have done this.
I did shove my arm down my throat.
Yeah, say if you didn't do it, we couldn't do this. We couldn't have saved him.
Now, why did you shove your arm down your throat?
We needed to make you puke up those hairs. And you were mimicking me. So, bulimia.
You could have just done what Red would have done.
My arm
No,
hurts.
because then you would have shoved your hand down my throat.
Are you sure? No, I mean, you could literally just got someone else to do it.
That's exactly what he did.
That's literally what I did.
Why didn't you do that first then?
Why? Because I thought it'd be easier to do this than to have someone else get their hand covered in puke. I mean, but
You know,
she seems fine with it, so I mean.
Also,
My arm
Erevan,
hurts.
Erevan, can you tell me why you would swallow hair of an whatever that was?
thought it would taste good.
Bloody hells! I thought you bought jerky when we headed off.
Also, why do you hit me with all that weird smoke like my dad used to?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, he did the same thing my dad used to do to me.
Are you talking about the necrotic thing you got hit by when you were in the fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. He's talking about what he's asking why the fuck you hit him with that giant explosion.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I can't control where it goes. It's just anything within 10 feet of me.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
it
what my
just
dad.
kind of-
That's what dad used to tell me as well.
Oh, that character's so dark, it's so cheerful.
I'm having a great time.
Little Red is such a messed up character when you stop to think about it.
Slugworth's gonna press forward.
Yeah, Slugsworth just presses forward without saying anything. Like, he doesn't even care if they're following him at this point.
Okay. You guys start walking further and further.
You
down
guys
the
are
road.
worse than my platoon.
Question. Since while we're walking, can Little Red try like taking the hairs off her arm?
Yeah, you wanna like have a dagger or something and try and shave him off?
Yeah, she's proficient with dagger. She'll do it.
Yeah, you do it, and most of the hairs come off, though there's that little piece that's still embedded. It's not musical anymore, but if you feel your arm, you can feel it vibrate.
Hey guys, look, I have a new special arm thing.
A new special arm thing, you say.
Yeah, Little Red does not see the severity of this.
That's great. So you guys continue pressing forward. Mr.
Also,
Spencer-
Mr. Discreet, he's fell again.
Who? What happened? I
He
did it
fell
again.
off the stage.
He's fucking dipshit! Pull him up on stage. There we go. Fucking moron. So, Mr. Slugsworth,
I'm
you
gonna
are
cry.
you are leading the charge again. Continue, correct?
Yep.
Roll me another survival.
Next time, listen when I tell you things.
No.
We in the jungle, baby.
Can I just slap him after he says no?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll the hit. That's
Also,
a 6.
by the way,
what's your survival? Plus.
0.
So a 6. Okay. Wonderful. Yeah, go ahead. Roll your hit though. Yeah, 18.
I rolled an 18
Yeah,
to slap him.
that hits. That definitely.
Yeah, 1d4 plus strength or dex, whichever one you're gonna hit him with. Yes.
I'm gonna put strength because I'm not actually trying to hurt him that much.
The strength's the opposite. Finesse, dexterity would be like you're trying to like
5.
finesse slap him. Strength is like you're just bitch slapping him for being a dumbass.
I'm not trying to. I'm just bitch slapping him.
Okay.
You should.
Anyways,
you should.
My dex is plus 5, so I would have fully just like.
Knocked him.
Wait, is that secondary roll
Yeah.
the damage that you did?
No,
Yes.
Long story short, it hasn't come up yet because you guys haven't rolled melee, but I do 1d4s instead of base 1 damage because it's fucking stupid. He just happens to
so,
do that because I have
Yeah,
him in the campaign.
If I
Yeah.
do strength instead of dex, I would have fully hit you for 9 damage right there. I mean, if I rolled dex instead of strength.
You see how you did 5 damage right there?
Oh God.
That
More than his health?
knocks out my character. I literally had 4 health remaining.
That's fucking hilarious.
Oh,
Slugsworth,
you would have killed
you're
him
like-
if you went to strength.
You're like, listen to me. No. You backhand him and he fucking flops over unconscious.
Slugsworth, what the fuck are you doing?
I did it
And-
again, my platoon.
And I cast Healing Word on Erevan.
All right, did not attack, but only for but
Slugsworth is having flashbacks to when he killed his entire platoon in the dead of night.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll me a PTSD check. Roll add wisdom.
PTSD check. Let's go.
Zero.
This is an actual thing I've had before for characters. Who've done
6.
shit.
For specifically my
6.
character.
Yeah.
By the way.
Well, look, it's not my fault you keep finding yourselves in horribly traumatic scenarios.
You know, it's you know, it's
No,
you
you're
know,
fine.
if Little Red wasn't so messed up, she probably would also have PTSD rolls.
You start
Erevin,
thinking
you
about
gain
it,
8 hit points.
Slugsworth. You start thinking about it, and you start thinking about it like, oh no, not them again. They made me do it. They made me do it. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it to him either, but he deserved it.
They deserved it too, but I didn't want to do it.
I didn't want to.
Wait, before he uses Healing Word, can I just I'm not doing like an attack, but more like for flavor. Can Little Red also kind of gives him a tiny little slap while he's down?
You're gonna slap Aaron on the ground?
Yeah.
But she's
Well,
not. It's not like a damage
do like
thing,
the
though.
cheap
She's doing
pat
like
thing.
a little
not-
light slap.
Yeah, not
Afraid to
damage.
wake him
More like a little. Sure.
Okay, Joffrey, is that 8 points? Your the healing word?
Yep.
Okay. Everin, you heal 8 points as you are slowly, gently shooken awake, as your cheek is very stinging hot pain.
Oh wait. Little Red can use her vibration to wake him up.
Oh yeah, you're gonna put your arm on his forehead and it just kind of vibrates him awake.
Vibrating his brain.
Yeah, it's kind of like your eyebrows start itching. It's like when somebody touches you with like a feather or something while you're sleeping.
And Slugsworth is fully, like, PTSD panic attack right now.
He's tweaking in the corner, but he hasn't exactly like started murdering anyone yet. So he's just kind of like sitting off, fucking talking to himself.
I swear to God, if someone put cream cheese on my self, I swear to God, if that's the case with this ticklish eyebrow, I will do terrible things.
Hello, it's me. Wake up, please.
I just lightly bat the hand away.
Okay.
Hooray, he's awake. I did it.
He is awake as he has slightly batted your hand away.
I don't know when Slugsworth comes out of this, so right now he's still just
I'll say roll again
weaking.
real quick. Yeah, why not? We'll since he's waking up, I'll have you roll again. Roll another wisdom. Roll your PTSD check, baby. You just barely didn't fuck up horribly. Oh, 14, yeah, you're good.
14.
I was like, if you rolled
Okay.
a 5 or below, by the way, you would have started getting violent.
I would have started killing my
Barely,
entire
like, went
platoon again.
catatonic. Yeah, you're fine. You just barely went catatonic. And now you're good.
And then imagine him just holding a knife next to Little Red's head, trying to stab her before she looks back and.
Oh.
Yeah,
He's
no.
Like, you fucking turn your head and he
Slugsworth,
very
like-
slowly is trying
like-
to stab you.
Slugsworth like takes a deep breath, like he does like those little calming exercises,
Mhm.
and then he's like,
What was that
Okay.
creature? Like, out of character, what was that creature, by the way?
Out of character, I will tell everything at the end. You guys don't get to learn shit.
Hooray!
all right, let's go.
Okay. So
I have a new look, Everett. I have a new power.
You,
Vibrating.
you continue pressing forward, and what was your old survival check for? I had you rolled a while ago. I think.
6.
6? Yeah, you start pressing forward, and it doesn't take long to hear anything ahead of you, but you hear these large explosions. Not very loud, but big, violent, meaty explosions.
Is it another history check to tell what this is from me?
Yeah, roll.
-2.
Bombshells of the
baby.
war.
-2. -2. 11.
The
11.
bombshells of the war explode around you in the
You
distance.
actually do specifically know what these 3 are. Because these people have been at war longer than you've served. They're 3 brothers. The Hog brothers. And all they do is bicker and
Oh,
argue
no.
over one artifact. And they've been in a constant deadlock of war.
Do I know that if they will like?
It's only 3 people.
Wait a minute.
It's a very small one-on-one war.
I know, but I know. Do I know like these? Do I know these 3 little pigs well enough to know if they'll attack us?
You know.
Wait a
at
minute.
one
Oh
point-
God.
You know at one point with that roll that one of your other platoons that you were not part of, but one of the neighboring ones was sent to go deal with this disturbance. None of them returned.
Okay. So I know like their names, right, or something.
They're just known as the Hog brothers.
Okay.
So a thing about this place is most people don't tell you their name. You don't survive long enough to get a name, and if you get a name, it's a fake name.
Except for Slugsworth, he fully tells everyone that
Yeah,
he's
Slugsworth is
disgraced
the only person
ex-lieutenant.
willing to give his entire full name.
That's because he's just stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Hog Brothers are up there, right? Pretty good chance we might get exploded. So I say,
Although
how do you guys feel about cutting into the, like, we're still in the swamp area, right?
It's not a swamp. It was a forest while you guys came into. And you guys eventually made it out of the swamp, which is where the field started, and then you guys went past that into just more open field. So it's a little hilly
so
area.
we can't cut around.
You can try. You don't know where to cut though, because it's a little bit ahead and a little bit out of your line of sight. It's not directly within your line of sight. You just hear it right now. So you know it's within a range, but you don't know how close or far.
No one that has ever gone to mess with the Hog Brothers has come back alive. So we can try and cut through, but I don't know precisely where they are, or we can just go.
Also, I just remembered this. I need to check on the package because I took a lot of damage there.
Yeah, you pull out the package.
And he got knocked 10 feet back.
He did. Luckily, when he landed on his back. But you do look at the box, and it's covered in the same ash that attached to you and hurt the fuck out of you and was necrotic. But since it's just a basic wooden box, it doesn't seem to have been affected.
Hey, Everin, is this okay?
He at his arm, and he's like, yeah, what's that? Let me see it.
No, sorry, I made a promise.
What?
I made a promise, Mr. Disgrace.
First off, it's disgraced ex-lieutenant. Second of all...
What the ex-lieutenant?
What is that? Why do you have a box?
I'll tell you what that is. It's none of your damn business.
I'm helping you get through here. You guys don't know jack shit about this.
If you keep on questioning, I'll grab some salt.
Listen, if you'd have just listened to me, everything till right now would have been fine.
Yeah, I agree with that. You kind of messed it all up.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't have got all the good ghost spaghetti.
I mean, yeah,
my arm
Can I
hurts.
slap him again?
He's got you there. Yeah, go ahead, roll ahead. Yeah, go.
Gotten the good ghost spaghetti. Is a bridge too far?
I just don't want to fucking deal with this shit anymore. 15 to hit?
15.
Everin?
Yes.
Does it hit?
That hits, yes.
Slugsworth, are you rolling strength or dex?
Strength.
You roll.
Can I try to intervene?
You want
Can
to
I
try
also
and, like,
intervene?
dive in front of this fucking slap? No.
4.
It's a bit too
I would like
Okay,
to try to
I've got
catch his
3
wrist.
health left.
You could have attempted that if you had said it when he rolled, but he has not only already rolled, he's already rolled
shite.
damage. So, nice try, buddy.
Oh, no.
Reaction time. You're like, oh no, I gotta stop his hand, and he's already slapped the shit out of him by the time you even get close to reaching. As you take 4 points of damage.
When I made Slugsworth, I did not expect him to be the most reasonable member of the party.
That is so goddamn funny. He was like, this is gonna be the dumbest gag character. They're gonna hate me, and now he's like the voice of reason.
Literally, like everybody else has their problems. Low Red is a second. Low Red, I meant to make Low Red the most deranged one, and now she's second most calm. She's second most sane person in this group.
With
live
me
in a
probably being the
society.
most insane.
Oh man. Okay, so you take your 4 points of damage. Is there anything else you guys like to do, or are you guys gonna go through or around the Hog Brothers?
Wait, is he still up or is he down?
He's still up. He had HP, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Listen,
he's fine.
why don't we take a little break? Everyone gets collected, and we can decide on the Hog Brothers. I'm trying to do a short rest.
Okay. You guys have been walking for like a while, and while the day and Slugsworth, you know this specifically, the sun never goes down. So when you guys eventually go to bed, you're going to be going to bed in sunlight anyway. So you can't like judge via the sun what time of day it is. But you guys have been going for a little time anyway, so you guys could take a nice short rest if you wanted to. You guys are a little tired.
All right, Little Red sits down because she goes with Mr. Disgraced ex-lieutenant.
Okay.
Disgraced ex-Lieutenant Slugsworth.
Yeah, I'd just be like sitting down and just like nomming on some jerky, just thinking back to the hair.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
Little Red has her bottle. Her bottle.
Oh yeah, her little grape
Joffrey
juice.
would Joffrey would sit next to Erevan and offer him his wine, and just say, I figure you might need something to wash the taste of puke out of your mouth, man."
Slugsworth is eating like the licorice grass.
Yeah, it's delicious. It's sweet. You know it well.
Thanks for the offer, Jeffrey, but puke is not the worst thing I've tasted. That'll be so
Also,
many
he's
things.
currently eating jerky, so
Yeah, jerky and wine doesn't sound like a good mix.
How about
Well,
some grass? Does
more for
grass
me.
go with beef jerky?
All right, Little Red is
Now,
eating
me
grass
though-
like a
licorice
cow.
sounds even worse.
Oh, also, out of character, by the way, Everin, you do realize that the grass in the field behind you is of the same material as the hair. So if you really, really are that desperate for the hair, you could go back to where the grass circle was. Just FYI.
Yes.
Okay. So you start picking up your, eating and nibbling on your beef jerky, and as you do, a thought crosses your head. Slugsworth, as you guys are all sitting down, chit-chatting and relaxing, you watch as Everin gets up and starts walking back towards the circle.
"Hey, Erevan, what you doing?"
Oh yeah, can I say something real
Let's-
quick?
Okay,
I'm getting
hold
some
on.
noms.
Hold on, I guess we'll do this in
Let's-
a second. Little, what do you want, Little Red?
Oh, I was just gonna say Little Red's eating the grass like a cow.
Okay, great, fantastic. Glad to hear it. Continue.
Let's just leave him. Let's go. I don't want to have to deal with him anymore.
I would like to cast Suggestion,
Okay.
which requires a Wisdom 14 saving throw, and just suggest, "Hey, Irvin, how about you forget about all this hair stuff and just don't try to eat any more of it?"
That's a 10. I believe Everin fails.
Also, wait. I hate to be that that guy, but doesn't suggestion only have a few like
I think it
commands
lasts
that
a
you
little
can
bit.
use?
Hold on, let me look. I don't remember. All the fucking...
I mean, if it does, he could just say "stay" or something.
Hold on, let me check. What was it? Which one was it? Not friendship. What was the spell you just cast? I'm trying to Google it.
Suggestion.
Suggestion, thank you. Sorry, I was halfway trying to write it, and then fucking Google was being gay and stupid, and I forgot where it was. Suggestion. You suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two. No, you can just say knock it off with the hair shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought so. Because I know there's one you can only do one word at a time, and then there's like friends where it's only for like a minute, or charm person, shit like that. Yeah, I thought so. So yeah, he's good. He says no more hair shit, and Irvin, that hair was pretty good, but I guess the beef jerky is a good enough substitute. Hello?
So, the question: is the grass here like the grass from before, which it was jelly, or is it different?
It's all the same thing. It's all these little licorice grass, and then the dirt is like a taffy.
All right, Little Red just has her head in a hole.
Okay. So you guys are gonna take a short rest. Is there anything you want to do for it, or you guys just want to skip over? Anyone?
Oh
taking
wait, can I
watches?
cast Cure Wounds on anybody if they need it?
Oh yeah.
Well, we're doing a short rest. We're gonna recover HP anyways.
I mean,
Right,
I
but
might.
think
Wait,
he's
do
a
we
warlock.
recover?
He just gets his spell slots back anyway.
Oh, all right.
So I think
Yeah,
he's just trying to keep you
'cause-
from using fucking.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, warlocks in general just gain all their spell slots back,
Yeah.
like, after a short rest. That's mostly what gives them an edge over other spellcasters.
Wait, what about Rangers? Because I'm not a warlock, I'm a ranger.
What about? Isn't one of you? One of you's warlock. The warlock.
Yeah, we had
Yeah,
Nervin.
me!
Yeah,
me.
you get your
Yeah,
shit
me
back.
too.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say one of you multi-classed. There you go. I knew one of you also had warlock. Warlock, bard, ranger, rogue. Oh, ranger, rogue. I don't know. Fucking check your goddamn spells. What are you asking me for?
I don't
I don't know
know.
when your fucking spells happen. I'm not your mom. Fuck you. Let me look. I don't know. Hold on.
Also, why are you thinking that I'm a warlock bard? I'm just a pure warlock.
You're not a
No,
warlock
I'm the
bard.
warlock
He's
bard.
the warlock bard. Yeah.
Uh,
Ranger spells. Additionally, is it a long rest or not? Tell me, god damn it. It's not telling me. Oh, long rest. Yes,
Half
it's a
of
long
us
rest. It's a long rest.
multi-class.
It's when you finish a long rest. It's not a short rest, you dirty
God.
little ranger.
All right. Well, I guess I won't then, to save my just in case someone else dies or something.
Okay, that's fine. So, you guys take your short rest. You can roll as many hit dice as you'd like. Is anyone going to watch guard, or are you going to just sit and relax?
I didn't take any damage, so I'll watch guard.
Okay. Yeah, you continue watching guard then. Roll. Roll perception check, please, and thank you. Please and thank you, Uwu.
Wait, I roll in chat, right?
Glomps you. What?
I roll my dice in chat, right?
Why are you rolling them in... No, you roll them in D&D rolls like normal.
Okay.
What are you on?
14.
Fucking freak? 14. Plus, I don't think you have any bonus. It's just
Nope.
straight 14.
I
It's...
miss Olahorn's +7
Oh,
perception.
used to be so good and useful all the time. Well, you sit there, Mr. Slugsworth, and you start going back and forth, and you're listening to the gentle, rhythmic cannon fodder of the Hog brothers. Though you start hearing something else. You hear big stomps coming from the forest that you guys had just left. Very slowly.
Gonna do
getting
another-
closer.
could I
Can I
do
do
a
a
perception upon
roll
hearing
to
the
see-
steps?
To see what it is.
Yeah, roll another perception check.
Another perception.
Yeah, what did you say, Joffrey?
Me? Nothing.
Oh, was it you, Irvin? Did you try saying something? One of you tried saying something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could I also like have a look? Because like, I'd hit the
I
stomp
got
and
a
I'd think,
17, by
Are
the
you
way.
what's that over there?
Okay.
I got a 16.
Yeah, you can also roll, I suppose. A 17? Yeah.
Yeah.
And a 6
16.
plus anything, Irvin, or no? Plus your perception.
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot to add one.
What's your perception bonus? Irvin! Irvin, what is the number?
19.
Okay. 19. So a plus 3 was the thing I was looking for. Irvin, you're the only one to see. Slugsworth, you kind of see as you get some glints of light towards you. But you look past the field you had just walked through, and you see peering out of the tree line this giant, shimmering, golden goose made of solid gold. And it is heavy. With every footfall, you watch as its body sinks a couple of feet into the very soft earth. Or ground. I guess not earth.
You can see, everyone would just see Erevan like draw of the sight of this goose, just thinking what it must taste like when cooked.
So, if I see the gold... Hold on, give me a second, I'm dying.
Yeah.
So if I see the gold,
Yes.
I recognize that it is the gold goose, right? Because
it is quite literally the golden goose. It is a goose made of gold.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I've lived here my whole life, so I'm assuming I know what it is,
Yeah,
right?
you stopped and think back about it, and you realize that little hole that you kind of trounced over earlier without giving a shit about was a foot track.
Do I know if it's like aggressive?
You haven't been attacked by it yet, and you haven't heard of anyone who's been attacked by it yet, and it doesn't look like it's aggressive.
Have I seen it before?
No, not personally, but you've heard stories of it. It's just kind of always off in the distance, and everyone tries to kidnap it and take its money, and it kind of runs off most of the time.
Could I blast at it to try and like get it?
Not at this distance, no. It's way too far away. Eldritch Blast only goes up
Yeah,
to 120 feet, and this guy's easily like 300 feet away from you guys.
Well, I was gonna say, like, I know I don't have a. That would have been a good thing to equip Eldritch Spear. That would have been such a good thing. Sadly,
Can
I
I,
haven't though.
Can I just roll a pure intelligence check to see if I would want to go get the golden goose or not?
Roll animal handling. Just see if you can get the intent
Actually,
behind the animal.
How much? How much? Actually, never mind.
Okay, great. Glad to hear it. 13.
It's a 13.
From the looks at it, it doesn't look like it has any direct intentions. It just seems like
Well,
it's
I
kind of
didn't.
wandering
I didn't
around.
say intent. I mean, if I want to go get
It.
like for the money.
Oh, like, do you think? Oh, it's very valuable. That's why several people have
I know,
tried
which
hunting
is like,
it.
can I just roll a pure intelligence check?
You're trying to like, okay, no. What you want to do is roll percentile. You're trying to make a decision with the dice roll. You're not trying to learn something. Yeah, you want to roll percentile dice. Anything below a 50, you don't want to. Never. All right.
10.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck that goose.
So,
It seems like a pain
so
in the ass.
is
The
this
Slugsworth doesn't
goose?
really say anything.
What are you saying,
Is
Joffrey?
this goose? Is this goose within shouting range? Like,
It's
would
within auditory range.
communication be feasible?
If you tried screaming at it, yeah. I mean, it's
All right,
just a
I
matter of
would like
distance
to
away.
cast speak with animals on myself and then talk to the goose.
Okay. What would you like to say?
Hi, hello there. Mind coming over a bit, just to talk?
And you say that, and the duck was just kind of like wandering around eating some of the grass, and it kind of just starts looking around, and it's kind of like scanning the area to try and see what made that noise.
I wave to it.
Was that you? And he kind of says it, and his voice kind of echoes and resonates within himself.
Hi, Mr.
Yes,
Goose.
I'm nice, I think.
Oh, that's good to hear. And while as everyone else, you guys just hear Joffrey talking. You hear this duck just do this big, loud, guttural quack, and it echoes, and it kind of shakes your head a little bit. It's very loud, like a big gong. He seems nice enough.
So does he actually approach, or
Nope,
I-
he's just staring at you guys now.
I feel like Slugsworth knows that he's communicating with the golden goose, but he doesn't know it's magic, so he tries his best to just like try and interpret quacks.
Yeah. Roll intelligence. Go ahead.
Roll it. Oh god.
Let me check something real quick.
If I roll a nat 20, do I get a new language that's just duck?
Perchance, what'd you roll?
14.
Okay. Okay. Give me a second. All right, so you're looking at it and you're reading and you're trying to think and you're like, what would a thing say? He says, what is bread if not the currency of man's affection? Yeah, that sounds about right. He's talking about how much he loves bread.
Can I wave to the goose?
You want to do what? You're just waving at the goose?
Yeah, I'm trying to say hello.
Yeah, you wave at the big duck.
You're just
and you
gonna
say
quack.
hello. Yeah, he just quacks again.
You're just gonna...
Joffrey, you hear it as hello, little one. One.
oh, it likes you, Red Hood, Little Red, I mean.
Yeah, don't want to get copyright
Well, Red.
infringement.
I just kind of stand up like alongside everyone and just like sort of wave, but like also comedically like hiding like a dinner plate behind my back.
You're doing what now? You're
Hey,
putting what behind your
hey.
back?
Like a dinner plate.
You're putting an actual dinner plate behind your back, though?
Yes.
Oh, I got it. Oh, I see. You want to eat him. I understand now. I get what you're doing. Get it? Yep.
Hey, Goose, what's your name?
I don't know if I should tell you that one.
Well, I gotta call you something besides Goose.
Wait, I can understand him, right?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Slugsworth, when you
Yeah, I
heard...
can understand Joffrey, right?
Oh, yeah, you can hear Joffrey normally enough, but when you hear the duck respond, he's clearly saying, they fear me, as they should. I am 3 feet of feathered intimidation.
I say, listen. He seems he seems pretty pissed. He's saying some shit because I think because we normally don't really tell people our names here. I'm kind of the outlier. I always kind of thought that was a little bit mean, but you're not gonna you're not gonna get the Goose's true name.
Oh, we're playing by Fey rules here. Okay, okay.
By what?
You know, the whole, like, Fey rules of myth, if you
What?
give your true name to a Fey, they have, like, full control over you and vice versa.
Wait. No. I've been giving so many people my name, like everyone that. Wait, what?
Oh wait,
Hold
let me
on. Wait,
try. Hey,
no, no,
Mr.
no, no, no.
Disgrace, can you
Wait.
give me a handshake?
So wait, sorry, what did you say?
Oh, I was saying like Little Red's like, oh, I didn't know that. Hey, Mr. Disgrace, can I get a handshake?
Nothing happens. You
I
just,
shake her hand.
I mean, you can if you'd like to. You don't. You're
I
not
shake
compelled
her
to do so.
hand,
Okay.
not knowing what she's trying to do.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Wow, it works.
Wait, she was. Oh shit! I thought I just wanted to give her a hit. Oh no. Oh no.
You sold your soul to Little Red. That's the worst person you could.
I fully believe that Little Red has full control over me now.
Yeah. Okay. That's great. Two fucking retards. And are like, oh my god, he's magic. Oh my god, he's magic. They're both just fucking idiots.
So while the others are communicating among themselves, I approach the duck slowly.
Yep.
Or goose, whatever,
It's a big dog.
and try to pet it. Not try to take anything, of course, but just pet it as in you would pet an actual duck.
You get within about 50 feet of it, and you look at him, and he is solid metallic gold. Like, including the eyes, the eyelashes, the bill, every single thing, every square inch of this duck is solid gold. And he says, whoa, 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 we're getting a little close.
Oh, sorry, you're just so pretty. I wanted to pet you.
Oh, I know, no. Many people want me.
No, seriously, I don't want you. I don't want gold, not in the stealing it way, anyways.
Then what do you want?
I want to pet you. You're cute.
Roll a persuasion check. Let's I don't know. Hey, let's see if the convincing works. You know, who knows? You never know. You never know. 23, a nice, cool, crisp 23. The duck kind of like takes a step forward, and you do notice, like the knee. It's about every time the duck pulls its leg out of this taffy ground, it steps forward and it sinks down about to its knee because it's so fucking heavy, and it just very slowly sinks its way towards you.
I also approach it to meet it halfway and then pet it.
Okay. You pet it. You touch its head. It's very cold. It's
Damn, you're
solid
cold.
gold.
You sure you don't want to get warmed up?
I don't seem to mind it that much. It's just how I am.
All right, you're nice. I'ma call you Ducky.
I appreciate it. Allow me to give you a gift that others have tried to steal. As he kind of like leans over and he kind of lifts one of his wings up and he kind of tucks his head under and he plucks out a solid gold feather.
Damn, you sure?
All yours. And he just kind of tries to hand it to you with his beak.
I take it
It is
and
like solid
kind of
2 pounds.
how big is it?
It's about 2 pounds and it's about the size of like a seagull feather.
I put it away in one of the pockets of my coat, and then I go to look at the duck again and say, "I appreciate it. That's a real solid piece of gold you given me there. It's probably worth a shit ton.
Give me a second.
So I've been told. And the duck goes, so what brings you around these parts?
Well, you see, we're trying to make a delivery. Can't be much more specific about what we're delivering, but we want to find Grandma's house. Not sure what that means, but we've got a slug leading us there, so
You say that, and the duck looks and like kind of does a double take between you and your group. You're going to Ma's?
yeah, something wrong with that.
Just the direction you're going.
You mean we've been going the wrong way?
Well, not completely. Just mostly.
Slug, I knew it.
And I'm gonna
Well,
stop doing this fucking echo before I kill myself. But essentially, the duck tells you that you're gonna want to turn a little bit farther left, away from the Hog Brothers, and then you're gonna see a large stone wall that's not made of stone. It's it's some candy variation, but he describes it as a large gray stone wall. He says, "Whatever you do, go around,
Jawbreakers.
not over."
Jawbreaker wall.
go around, not over. Or
Whatever you do, go around the wall, not over.
thanks, man. I will be sure to tell the others not to follow that stupid snail anymore.
Well. He got you this far. That means he's nicer than most.
Fair point. So I'll guess you'll be heading off now.
And the duck just kind of nods and goes back to grazing the little licorice grass.
Good night, Mr. Duck.
What are you,
I
Joffrey?
pat its neck and make my way back to the others and tell them basically we've been going the wrong way and where we need to go, and that we need to go around the stone wall, not above it, over it.
Listen, we all make mistakes sometimes.
Yeah, I know. I'm a person.
Yeah, let's follow the duck. Since he knows who Grandma is.
So wait, are you guys
Wait, I
gonna try
thought
and
you
have
knew
the...
who Grandma is.
Wait, are you
I
guys gonna try
told
and
you at
convince
the
the duck to
start.
be a guard? Are you guys trying to convince the duck to make you guys to
No,
be a
I mean
guide,
go
or...
where the duck was telling us.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Just checking. Because I'm like, he didn't follow back.
Okay,
He just stopped
guys,
doing his own thing.
sorry I have to cut this short, but the distraction known as my family is forcing me to go upstairs because it's like nearly 1 in the morning.
We're so goddamn close. Please,
Oh no.
please.
Like, I literally just got like 10 messages from my mum just spanning get to bed, get to bed, get to bed.
Can you ask her for another 30 minutes of leniency if you guys are willing to fucking run?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Sure, but I'll probably get screamed at in the morning.
I'm sorry, Everin. Your sacrifice will be in a valiant. We'll make a statue in your honor. All right, short rest over.
It's
you
a
guys
sacrifice I'm willing to make.
All right, short rest over. You guys start passing the thing, right?
All right, thing.
You guys are gonna
Yeah.
you guys are gonna pass around where the Hogs brothers are. Gonna go the other direction, correct?
Yeah.
Great. So you guys start going away from the Hog brothers into the direction of the giant stone wall. And it doesn't take very long, maybe another 20 to 30 minutes of travel before you see it. And ironically enough, Slugsworth was pretty damn correct in his assumption. It looks like giant jawbreakers stacked on top of each other in this large gray wall that only goes up about 15 foot, but goes in a very intimidating presence.
Since
long.
no one told Slugsworth to go around instead of over, he immediately tries to use his slug stickiness to go over the wall.
I think. Wait, didn't
Did he?
tell,
Wait, did
I
he
think
tell
did.
us?
I think that was his first action, was it not?
Yeah, like what the goose said.
Oh, okay.
To go around the wall, not over it.
Yeah.
Slugsworth's halfway up the wall and he's just like, all right. And he kind of grumbling snails back down the wall.
Okay, you slug your way back down the wall. You're like, this would be so much quicker, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you guys start going around the wall then?
Yeah.
You guys see in the wall, there's actually small gaps, maybe no bigger than a quarter, where the stones aren't perfectly stuck together, and you can kind of peer through them if you'd like to look on what's on the other side.
Yes, like worth doing that.
Sure, go ahead. You peek your eye in, and you look, and it is a giant gingerbread house.
Huh.
Oh no, it has all gritted.
But you notice, as you look and you squint, it does seem like there's some kind of smoke coming out of the chimney. Presumably somebody's in there.
I think that's grandmother's house. Over there. It's past this wall. I see a house with a chimney with fire coming out of it.
Well, that sounds like a hit. Now we just gotta
Yeah.
get through this damn wall somehow. So best get going to find an entrance.
Yeah.
So
I
you guys want to
guess.
try and find a way into the wall.
I would
Yeah.
like to send my familiar around to try and find an entrance.
Are you gonna have him go fly over the wall?
Yeah, I'll have the familiar fly over the wall to see if you can find the entrance from the inside, instead of us walking all the way around the outside.
You have
Are you
fucked
able
us
to?
all.
Are you able to do beast sense? Are you able to tap into him, or are you just getting a reconnaissance he's
Oh,
gonna?
yeah,
kill
no,
you?
I can see what he's seeing.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay, so when you tap into him, you kind of sit there and you watch as his eyes glaze over with this light green film, and he just kind of sits there staring in a daze. But as you
Hi,
watch,
Cupcake.
oh yeah, what's up, Little Red?
I was just saying hi, Cupcake to Dragon.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, so Cupcake comes out, and Irvin, you're sitting there and you're watching, and he starts to fly over this, and you look, and this is a huge wall, easily a couple of hundred feet in every side. And you look in, all that's there is this fucking gingerbread house. It's just the gingerbread house. It's a big, open, licorice field with a gingerbread house, and that's all there is. No entrance.
No entrance in the walls?
No entrance in the walls. It's a perfectly built fortress all the way around.
We have to go through it then.
Hey, Little Red,
Oh yeah.
do you remember how I told you not to eat any candy around here?
Oh yeah, but I've been doing that.
Yeah, anyways, forget about that. How about we try to eat that wall?
All right, yes, sir. Laura just goes its face planted to the wall.
So you guys are going to attempt to eat through the wall, correct?
Yes.
Oh yeah, are you only making me do it, or are you
It's
all helping?
I assume it's a
This is gonna
group
take a
effort.
million years.
Yeah, it's all jawbreakers. It's very thick, heavy wall. But I mean, you can try if you'd like. I'm so sorry, Irvin. I feel so bad. Every moment we sit here doing this shit, I'm just like, he's gonna get beaten. I'm waiting for his mother to walk in and start whooping him. So let's hurry.
Lock your door.
Are you guys trying to go through? What are you doing?
They're trying to break the wall down, I guess.
I guess roll a hit. Roll at advantage as a collective group check. Add your collective strengths.
Well, mine's +0, so
So
Are you doing like a
He's
saving
doing
throw
it.
or normal strength?
it's whoever wants to roll can roll, but you roll at advantage and then you add everyone's bonus in strength. And we're just trying to
Fuck
see
it,
if you can
I'll
bust
roll.
your way through.
Hey, can I do it since I'm eating? Since I'm the one eating the wall.
Sure. Well,
Okay,
if you can
sure,
beat
she can do it.
Slugsworth to it.
All right, we're fighting to see who eats the wall first.
It's whoever rolls first, basically. All right. That's not an advantage,
Six.
silly. That's just a straight roll. Guess
Oh.
we're gonna have to kill you with hammers because you're a silly little bitch. You fucked up. You fucked up. Now I'm gonna have to kill you. I don't make the rules. Oh wow, another 16. Okay, so dual 16s. Plus what is everyone's strength bonus? Cumulative.
My
Plus
strength is
zero.
+1.
Plus
Plus
0,
three.
3, so 4. And Slugsworth, what's your strength?
1.
So a +5 to that. So 21.
Wait, am I the strongest one in the group?
Yes. 21. You guys start punching and chipping and shattering away as much as you can. And Joffrey, you're just getting a very bad feeling in the back of your throat as you guys are digging through this wall. But you guys eventually break through, and you now have an entrance in if you want to try and squeeze through. It's not a big hole, but you could all get in and out if you wanted to.
Yeah, sure, why not? Little Red, you're the smallest, right? How about you go and head in there?
Little Red.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. I was talking to my dad.
You're being banished once more into the death pit.
Oh. Anyways, what were you guys saying?
He's saying we're sending you in. Do you want to go in?
Sure, why not?
Okay. You crawl into the thing and you look at this big gingerbread house, and it's got like these little pretzel sticks that make a big wraparound porch in the front, and it's a big double door straight in the middle, and 2 windows on each side, and a big chimney right in the back in the middle.
All right, I guess I'll just go on, knock on the door.
Well, you start getting closer. You get within about 40 feet of it, and you watch as the windows shatter. The front porch starts creaking and popping as the wraparound porch breaks off into these 2 giant arms, and the gingerbread house starts to drag itself towards you. Please roll initiative. Though I guess this is just between you and I.
Everyone
right now.
or just?
Nope, just me and him, because Everin is a little fucked right now, so you guys are all going to be on your own thing right now. I'm trying to make this as quick as possible. This was the wrong choice, gentlemen.
Oh, God.
That's a nat 1. It's fine. Everyone goes ahead of me. Little Red, you see as this giant fucking gingerbread house starts to crawl itself out of the foundation it found itself in and is dragging itself towards you. What do?
All right, I know it doesn't matter, but I rolled a 22 in initiative.
Fantastic. You're already. I rolled a nat 1. It was the minimum. You're already ahead of me. So what do you want to do?
All right.
Try and fight. I see
this giant thing just coming towards me. I go and hide.
So do you want to go back? It's a giant field. You're in a giant circle, walled in a field. You cannot hide anywhere without leaving. You'd have to either.
Yeah, I'm leaving. I ain't doing that.
Okay, so you turn 180 degrees and you jump out that fucking wall. Irvin, you watch the whole thing from your position of dragon sight.
Damn.
Hey guys, that house is alive, and I think it wants to eat me.
Does the house have any windows?
Not anymore.
That we can look inside of it.
I think you heard them shatter from where you guys are. You're not that much farther away from the wall. The wall's thick.
How about we just go past this wall?
How?
Around the wall. I know there's nothing there, but maybe it was a wall for a reason. Maybe that's why there was no entrance.
Maybe you just didn't see an entrance because you went over the wall like you weren't supposed to.
Fine, lead the way. Worst case, we're gonna end up here anyways.
No, we're just leaving Little Red in there.
So you guys start to walk around the wall, correct? Well, no. Little Red jumped out. That was Little Red's turn, and you guys just hear the creature like start dragging itself towards the hole. You can hear it. You can see it. The hole's right fucking there. You can see what's happening.
Yeah, no, we just walk around.
Huh. Okay, so you guys start walking around the big wall, and as you do, you go to turn around to make sure that creature isn't trying to attack you or anything, and where the corner of the wall meets the secondary wall, you expect to see more Jawbreaker wall. Irvin, you especially. Same thing with you, Little Red. Both of you saw. There's a perfect wall, 360 degrees around this thing, and yet somehow there's no wall on this side. In fact, there's no gingerbread.
Oh my god!
House. It's
a ghost wall.
A normal house on the top of a little hill.
Oh.
It's almost like a magical defense that you just had to break.
I guess that's why we shouldn't have gone over, huh?
Guys, I feel like we're kind of dumb.
I feel like they're kind of dumb. They were the ones that didn't want to walk around. We're the smart ones.
Yeah, we need to. Give me a handshake. I command you.
Yeah, I give her a fist bump.
Hell yeah, fist bump, friendship. So you guys gonna go into the newly formed regular house?
I still fully believe she has 100% control over me.
That's funny as hell.
I still fully like I'm fully like a slave to Little Red at this point, and I don't even mind.
That's wonderful.
This old military man being owned by his small tiny girl.
Yeah. So
I love the whole concept that I just rocked Slugsworth world by just introducing him to like Fey rules.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty
no,
funny like
Slugsworth
that.
did not know about that at all. He's been giving his name out to people in this strange, like, Candyland fairy tale place
It's so
for
funny.
years.
Yeah, it'd
For
be
his
like that.
entire life.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. So, y'all going up to the door?
Yep.
Yep.
I guess I go lead.
Okay, you're gonna knock or just open?
I'll knock.
Okay. You knock, and the door opens itself. It is a small, darkly lit interior, moldy smelling, just dingy little cabin. And you walk in and you see constant magic crystals and wires and all these big pots and pans and like beakers and things. Some weird elaborate thing is going on here. And this woman, not paying attention to any of you, with her little white curls, is sitting there trying to fix something on it.
Hi, Grandma.
Ah!
Delivery.
Holy shit, they made it. You made it! And she just runs up and she gives whichever one's closest a hug, which I assume would be Little Red.
Oh, that's so adorable.
It is. Little Red is giving Grandma a hug. Do you have it? Do you have what it is? Do you have what I requested?
The grandma I lost. Oh yeah, I pull it out of my cloak.
Okay.
So lady, you just gotta sign here, and I pull out a little piece of paper, and then we'll be right off.
What? I have to. Sure, whatever. Yeah, and she like signs it. She takes the
I
box.
read her name.
I
Hey, do I
yeah,
own you
I
now?
also wanna read the name.
Aubrey Francis.
Aubrey Francis. What a nice name.
It is indeed. It's also not the correct one. And she opens the box.
Right.
Dang it.
And she pulls out this little circle, and it's a solid crystal circle. And inside that circle is a different colored crystal circle, and it's spinning. And inside that crystal circle is a strip of a different colored crystal, and it's just these
The fidget spinner.
It's like a bunch of Rubik's cubes that are slightly transparent, all within each other, all trying to be solved at the same time. She says, "This will fix everything."
The fidget
Oh my
spinner.
god, it's the legendary Eternal Rubik's Cube.
I can finally make this place
Slug-
what it was
Slugsworth's
always
just
designed
like-
to be.
Slugsworth's just like, you guys have been hiding this from me the whole time, and it was just like a little floating cube, huh?
You can't complain. I own you.
She looks at you and she says,
I guess
"You're
I'll
a
stop
denizen of
complaining.
this place, aren't you? Born and raised just like me?
Yeah.
We're going home." And she jams it into the machine, and there's a bright
What?
flash of light. And since Erevan cannot continue, as far as everyone's concerned, this is where the campaign ends.
What? No, we can't leave it like that.
You guys
What a
all look
fucking
around after
cliffhanger.
that big flash of white. Everything seems to be the exact same until you look out the window. And where it was a thick fog, you see these beautiful pink and blue skies melding together. You see planets that don't exist in your solar system flexing and turning into rings and spheres and squares and shape-shifting into different little things. And you see
Oh my
clouds
God.
spinning around
Among
like
Us.
dragons. You guys are in the Feywild, officially.
Oh no.
Wait. So if she's made everything better, oh, I'm just saying this out loud, and I'm like, did I not kill my entire platoon?
She looks at
You know what? I command you to forget about that.
A little tear comes into his eye. He tries to forget, but he can't. Can I roll another PTSD check?
Yeah, roll another PTSD check. But while you do that, she says, "This place was but a fraction of a home I lost long ago and tried to rekindle. You simply gave me the ability to make the portal whole. It was a horrible halfway in between hell and earth. But finally, I get to go home to the Feywild. And now you all
Hell?
get to
Oh,
live
that's where
here
I live.
too."
Wait. So this is what they meant when they said there's another world outside of this one.
No, this is the same world you were in, just bigger than you ever realized.
Can we go back?
There is nowhere to go back to. This is
Okay.
home.
Does that make you my new grandma?
It does indeed, and she gives you a little hug.
Alright, good ending for Little Red. She gained a new family member who isn't dead.
Anyone like
She
to do their
gained
last
two. She
epilogue
gained
decisions?
two nudes family members if you count Slugsworth.
Slugsworth, are you
The
joining
family
the
pet.
family? Are you guys joining the grandma
I
family?
Slugsworth and Little Red joined the grandma family, I guess.
Okay, Little Red Slugsworth are going to join the lovely grandma family. What about
You know
two?
what? Sure, why not?
Joffrey?
Like, he just had enough for, like, a while.
Joffrey, what about you?
Joffrey looks like he's considering it, but then his face drops and he just turns away and without another word leaves.
So be it. And with
Come back,
that,
be sure to visit.
Little Red, Slugsworth, Irvin, and Grandma all sit there as a loving family in the Feywild, enjoying many great adventures and wonderful, wacky stories. Sir Joffrey goes off on his own, exploring and finding a way home. Will he ever find it? Who knows? But this is where our story concludes. Say goodbye.
Applause.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Little Red will come back one day.
Goodbye.